So, just so you guys know, this is going to be my second one shot with this particular story. My intention through this story is to be like just so I can practice, keep it pretty simple. I'm a little bit better at designing bosses than anything, so I'm just doing that. What's that? Studded leather. Yeah, that's what it was. It's like DC of 12
plus Dex.
And it's 50.
Plus Dex.
Right, 50.
It's 45.
Oh, nice. But yeah, so the two things I'm shooting for in this session is music and an introduction.
An instruction. So that's what you're working on.
An introduction.
Oh, an introduction.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's what I'm adding to this.
Okay.
So that's why there's going to be an introduction.
So you have a playlist.
An introduction right now. Oh yes. I don't have. I have a playlist. I have a playlist.
I'm excited to find out where we are. That's my first thing.
I have a playlist with each intimacy. So, you guys ready for this? All right, here we go.
That song ruined us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Bobby says, do you mind if I head over a bit earlier?
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty. Upon the shelf of Melchizedek, swaddled by the southern ocean, sleepily lies Thummim and proudly poses Udin. As she rests, Thummim hosts effervescent flora and fauna within her arboreal arms, guardians for malignant passerbys looking to sully her vast greenery. As his head peaks above the clouds, Udin watches over Melchizedek, assuring that the lords of wind and sea do not disturb Thummim and steal the throne which Thummim had gifted him. One day, a wisp of hope from a child's wish passed Udim's craggy ears, assuring him that Thummim's rest was complete. As Udim extended his arm to awaken Thummim, the lords of wind and sea brewed a storm that flew past the faulting vigilance of Udim, and rained greed and despair over all of Melchizedek. Through the storm, Udim's fist gripped to Thummim's, hoping that he would not lose her to this neglect. And when the rains ended, he found that their grip had fused. In their palm grew an oasis, one that harbored the child through the storm. The child built a home in the oasis, and his home grew to harbor others with hopes of their own. They named this home the town of Avalanche. As Thummim finally awoke, she saw this as a gift from Udin, joyfully observing the small beings in their swift lives. To this day, Thummim and Udim watch over the oasis town of Avalanche, and this day watch three beings in particular. So, there are a few things to do in Avalanche to pass the time. Habitants have spent their lives sharpening or widening their skills in the training grounds, learning spells from Leo the Arcanist or Martha the Archivist, purchasing or requesting weapons with Jack the Smith, stocking their supplies with Coelho the Alchemist, or are on a leave of absence to regain their mental fortitude. It's been a year, give or take a few months, since each of your characters have arrived at Avalanche, and you've worked together occasionally. Leo has requested your presence midday at the tavern. What are your characters doing before this meeting? So, Claudia, why don't you start? What is your character doing before, like, that day before getting up to the meeting?
Before getting...
Yeah, so tell me about your character. Or tell us about your character.
My character is...
Like flavor text. Paint us a word picture.
Okay, so she is a cleric, a dwarf cleric, with the name of Drusilla Magni.
Ooh.
And she is a folk hero.
Right.
And she's into jewelry and gemstones and
Nice. So she's probably hanging out with Jack, looking to get more gems and things like that. Or would she be praying maybe?
yes, she would probably be praying.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
So Raph, what is your
Go to David.
Okay, Dave. what is your character? What's your character doing before the meeting?
You don't want me to introduce the character first?
Well, yeah, introduce paint a word picture. What's your character doing? What's your character like?
Okay.
You might not have to read exactly.
I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah, but you can still.
Well, my character's name is Arvindal Aquitas. Okay. He's a half elf who's a ranger, and he is a very mysterious person. So at this time, I would say that he would be probably hanging out in an alley, waiting to see what his next adventure is to come. Maybe wielding his swords and practicing a little bit.
Okay, awesome. There are training grounds for that. Do you think he'd be in a social space to be training, or just like by
I think
himself?
he's more by himself.
Okay, awesome, sweet. So, Raph, what would your character be doing?
All right. So as I told you, my character's name is Gweedo Furryfoot. I'm a halfling swashbuckler, a rogue.
Hell yeah.
I grew up in Waterdeep, in a whorehouse.
Sounds like Jersey.
I had to make my living, thieving. I learned from the thieves who'd come, hang out with the whores.
Mm-hmm.
And, I also learned, the pimping game,
Oh, yeah. So, hence the scarf.
And, no.
And the feather in the hat.
Feather.
Oh, absolutely.
You have no idea. My
Is
character's...
Is that a macaroni?
What?
The feather in your cap? Alright.
No. I wanted to have a peacock feather, but I couldn't.
Oh,
Anyways. Well, this is one.
I'll get one from Homestead.
Anyways. So Gweedo would probably be like at the whorehouses, like collecting, money from his ladies. He's a pimp with a heart of gold.
Nice.
Takes care of the ladies,
Awesome. So it's midday, and you guys know you have to you meet up with Leo. He runs the tavern, which is attached to, which functions as the guild house, as the bounty board kind of thing. The tavern is called the actually, what did I put it as? It was the Spiked Club, which is also attached to the Righteous Pillow Inn. So
Righteous Pillow Inn.
Righteous Pillow.
Got it. Just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Sitting in the whorehouse.
Yeah. So you guys go in, and sorry, let me pull up the next sheet. There we go. So you guys go in, and you've been here for a while, so you've seen the tavern before.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the half stone makeshift and the wooden walls put together. It's actually not planks of wood, but it's almost like a tree has grown in to form the wall amongst the stone. And the tree continues on and builds this long tavern bar, of which Leo is behind. He's in a silk, like a faint yellow robe with leather accents. His sleeves are rolled up, and he's working on. He's carving into a piece of wood, a pretty small one. As you guys approach and sit at the bar, what do you guys ask for? What do you guys say?
All right.
I'll take a shot of dragon's blood.
One beer, please. What?
All right, you got it. Here we go. And is this going to be on your usual tab?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I actually realized I haven't practiced this one particular accent, so it's going to take me a while to get into it.
Okay.
Actually,
That's the hell yes. All right.
let me paint you a story. Let me paint you a picture. Guido, hurry, Guido. With his wide brim hat and his glasses, with a feather in it, his flamboyant cloak and boots. My Air Jordans. Jordans.
Ah, yes, the all famous. I'm not sure what fantasy basketball player, Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan of the air.
Jordan.
So he goes to the back of the bar. He starts filling up your drinks. It's pretty simple. He actually doesn't have dragon's blood, so he just kind of goes back and gets you a beer. That's it. Yep, I know. Sorry, man.
Already starting off bad. All right, cool.
And he says, "All right, well, I brought you guys here today because we have another atypical bounty for you guys. These fine gentlemen across the room, and if you look back, you see a bunch of guys seated down. You can't get many good details out, but you see they're working folk. These gentlemen down here have come in from a recent mining excavation from the nearby mountain, and it looks like they've run into a beast down there. They maybe dug too greedily, too deep, you might say.
That's my level of expertise.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Now, I can't tell you much, but you can go ask them, and they'll fill you in on the details. As usual, pass by Martha, pass by Jack. They'll give you the requisite or the requisite supplies that you might need for this. So, is there anything else you guys need? Anything else I can get you? Actually, do you want a drink?
Yes, I would like the strongest drink you have, neat.
Got it. He pulls out a beer.
Better be an IPA.
Well, this is the worst bar in history.
Better be an IPA.
Yeah. So you guys have been here for a year. So I'll tell you, or your characters have been here for a year. So I'll tell you that the Spiked Club Tavern is more of a front for the bounty boards and for speaking to Leo and getting your jobs done.
Do my whores work here?
Realistically, no, they do not.
Where do they work? Need to know.
I actually haven't added that to the town yet.
Just
I will
make it
add
happen.
that probably in the next session, just for you.
No, just make it happen right now. Poof.
So he does, or you do know that if you want to go someplace to get fucked up, you go to the Alchemist, and he will he'll mix you up something nice. But anyway, so
we walk on over.
What do you guys do?
Oh, start walking over to the folks.
All right. Well, what? Okay, so you just walk over and
And start walking over.
I wanna make sure to talk to the barkeep and be like, hey, slide him a little money. Like, hey, I got some fine ladies that could use some work here. Help out.
What's your character's name again?
Gweedo Furryfoot.
Gweedo, I'm fully aware of your skills and your resources. Thank you. I will most certainly be coming to you at some point, if ever. Go along and get your work done.
Hey man, pivot ain't easy.
All right, so Dave, you're walking. What's your character's name again? Shit.
No.
Let me write this down.
I'm gonna stroll to go see Martha.
Give me some paper.
Yes, please.
That's her name, right? Martha.
Actually, I've got a thing here.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stride. I already know. This is a cane. And it has my rapier.
Where's your other one?
of them.
Yeah, don't you have two? So, what's your character's name again?
Drusilla
It's the hidden one.
Drusilla.
Magni.
I'm gonna go just by Drusilla and my first names. So, Raph, what's your character's name again? One more time.
Gweedo.
Guido. Probably spelled that wrong. Doesn't really matter. What's your character's name?
Guido.
Arvindal.
Arvin Law.
Aren't you glad you made a really in-depth and heartfelt
Absolutely.
backstory?
Absolutely, it is.
All right, so
Gweedo Furryfoot to come along.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So you start approaching these working men in the back, the miners.
What is your long leg?
And you notice a couple things. First off, they do have the house beer.
Okay.
And you also notice that they have really long nails. A lot of them are actually so long they've curled around their fingers.
These are minors?
Not minors, like children.
No.
Like minors, like minors.
Oh my god! Yes, I understand, sir.
What's that?
MINORS
Yeah. What
is not the one we're talking
correct.
about.
What's the Galaxy Quest? Miners, not miners. Yeah. But anyway, so yes, these are miners, but for miners, you notice that they're incredibly clean. Their clothes, while worn.
Well,
and,
you
like,
already
torn
gave
in
me a
certain
clue by
areas.
the fact that their nails are long. Miners would not have long nails.
Now here's the thing. They're not just long like one would have like glamour long. Their clothes are well fitted. They're a little torn in areas, but they're clean.
Mhm.
Their hands and their hair are not. And you notice that their boots are also not clean as well.
Okay.
They still have like a thin layer of grime around their hands, what they couldn't wash off in the bathroom, I suppose. But yeah, their nails are dirty and curled around. So you go up to them. What do you say?
Greetings.
You're not there. You said you were at the bar.
Aren't I going to
We were
Martha?
outside.
He said he was following me already.
Okay.
He was striding,
You
remember?
rode
He was striding.
to Martha.
You're right. So go ahead. You say greetings.
Greetings, Martha.
Well, how's it going? How
How
you
you
doing?
doing?
Yeah.
What a fun day today.
Are y'all gonna be the ones who saved our mind from the fucking beast that was down there?
Well, they told us there was a job. I'm going to see the details, see if it's worth our time.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I ain't no adventuring type like you. I work for a living. You know, I run that simple life.
So do I. Living it easy, man. I gotta
With
make
that hat,
money.
you live a simple life.
I do.
You got a fucking feather in that.
I do.
You ain't got no feathers around here. These are all like land animals.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't you worry. I had that mining life before. I know my way
So
around.
really?
A job's a job.
You know your way around the rock?
I know my way around the rock.
Around the pickaxe?
jewels, too.
Around the jewels? Ooh, in a window there. I like that.
This is Martha, right? We're talking to.
So
No, this is the miners. Like,
miners.
This is the
on the
miner.
other side of the
I thought we were
bar.
talking
we're not getting our equipment right now.
We're
We're not
talking
doing
about-
that.
yeah.
They said to drop by then.
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry.
So what about this beast?
What about it? What do you? It's
Oh,
big as fuck.
oh,
It's huge. Go kill it.
Can you give us more information than big as fuck?
Have
Well,
you seen
information.
it? Have you seen it?
Well, yeah, I was there. I was getting attacked by this thing. Jimmy was there too. He barely got out.
What did it look like?
Damn, it was big. It was real big. It was like
What color was
it
his
had
fur? Did it
color.
have fur?
Oh, it didn't have fur. It was like
Did it
looked-
have feathers?
It looked like
Golden
no, and it was like
Scales.
thick, rocky almost.
Can you give us a color?
It was like a brown, gray. I don't know. I never was good at interior decorating.
I don't know. So far, it sounds like my Uncle Bert.
Shit, what is your Uncle Bert? Get in there, get him out! What the fuck's your Uncle Bert doing?
Did it have wings
You don't
at all?
work. No, it ain't got no wings. It was in a mountain.
It's not a
It was
dragon.
in a cave.
Does this miner have a name?
My name's Toby.
Listen here, bitch. I need you to tell me as much details as you can.
All right. All right. Jimmy, did you see it a little bit better? I was in the back. Yeah. It had them big mouth with sharp pointed teeth. It had them claws. It had a lot of claws actually.
Float up and backhand them in the face.
Well, that being said, he's on the other side of the table,
Oh, that's great.
so you can slap the original guy if you want.
No. These are idiots. You're wasting my time, bitch.
Shit. Well. All right. He had
I have rings on my finger.
Oh, great.
shit. Ow! Fuck!
Full on
Jesus!
Full on him.
He had
I got this money.
it had
I gave her some information.
it had
Guido, you can't be
legs,
slapping people all the time.
All
like a lot of legs.
That's some pertinent information that you failed to deliver.
Well, I delivered it now.
How many slaps? What does it take to get to some information?
What else you want? I'm not good at these.
Where's your manager?
Where's my manager? That guy's my manager.
Who's?
Well, I'm the manager. I'm the one who pointed him out. I was in the back.
I'm gonna slap you too.
Why you gonna slap me? I didn't do nothing. I'm just working.
Alright.
So, what are the questions you have? Well, I mean,
How many times did this happen?
it was like maybe an hour ago.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah, something
You
like
guys-
that.
You guys got out of the mountain that quick?
Yeah, you guys got some information.
Yeah.
That was real fast.
Well, you know, it's pretty close. Not that
Is
far
there-
off.
Is there anyone still down there?
Yeah.
Is all of them been accounted for?
I mean, not Ryan. He didn't. He's trying to throw a spear at it. That shit went just bounced right off. Fuck! It was this big thing. It was scary. Poor Ryan. He let us all escape because he took him off with his body, distracted him.
You think he's dead?
I mean, he got torn in half. I'm sure as hell he did.
I'm sure he's fine.
I'm literally scratching "Find Ryan" off of my notes.
Also, I pulled Ryan out of my ass.
That's how you pull out a whorehouse.
There you go. Oh, okay. So yeah, it got its teeth in him and just kind of like shook him a whole lot. And Jesus, Ryan went that way and this way. It was a little fucking
So
rough.
who posted the need? Who had to talk?
Well, we brought it. We got kind of a pretty detailed record of what, or pretty detailed protocol for when these sort of things happen. We go to the town of refuge.
So you're telling me this thing
That's
could be
here.
it could be brown, it could be gray.
Has
I
eight
mean,
legs.
It has a lot of how many legs again?
8 legs.
8 legs.
Like 8. It had a lot.
Evenly or
Shit, boy! I got like a little look at him. It was like scary. I was running the other way. I got a glance at Ryan getting torn in half. I saw 4 legs. I assume it's on the other side. 4 legs. I don't know.
Alright, well, we basically got nothing to work with here.
How much you pay for this job?
Real.
I mean, it's not really us.
Who pays for it?
We work for the mining association. They told us to come here. And
Damn, they're
You know?
unionized.
it's
Who
yeah.
is this mining association?
It's you could really make me pull another name out of
Man, I'm trying to get to who's gonna pay me.
It's, well,
We need to negotiate contracts.
the guy over there, the bartender's gonna pay you. He's your boss, ain't he? We were told.
You know Furryfoot does not have a boss.
We were told to come to Leo of like the Silver Sands or some shit, and that's that man right over there.
I asked that motherfucker how much this would cost. No,
No, you didn't. You didn't ask.
I did ask.
Did
I was
you
like,
ask?
how much is this gonna like cost us?
Oh.
Like how much are we gonna?
I-
what do we
I
get?
told-
What are the rewards for this quest?
I totally didn't hear that. So,
You
you get
negotiate.
yeah, you get a base. What's the best way to put this? So you know, as someone who's lived here for this long, that you get to live here. Yeah, you get to live here. Glasses on the top right.
I just need a bottle.
Refrigerators. What?
You have beer.
Oh, it's in the can. So
It's in here. Right?
yeah, it's behind all the LaCroix. It's disguised.
It's at the bottom shelf, actually.
Yeah, but it is bottom shelf. But yeah, so you know that you are working these bounties so that you get a base like minimum wage, but you get the opportunity to live there for free and access all the resources that that Leo and the other townsfolk offer. So you get free access to training, free access to practicing of different weapons that are smithed at your request. Free access to law information. So it's one of these places that you've come to with the intention of becoming more powerful. So,
I think you ruined Mickey Mouse for me.
yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
Disney
so
World and look at it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know how much you're getting paid. Listen, I just came here to turn in the paperwork to get this fucking shit done.
Alright. Want to go negotiate some deals later.
Jesus Christ! Don't negotiate with your hands. Take off your rings when you negotiate. Who's bad? Who's good cop in
Shut
this?
up, bitch! I'll slap him again. You don't talk like that to me.
Oh well, that was.
Get the hand, I can give you the cane.
I can only do this voice in like 2 different iterations, but I did notice that his facial region, like where his eyes should have been, were kind of glowing.
Okay. Yeah, the pertinent information.
It was. I know, but no, sir. I'm sorry for not saying. Please don't slap me again. But it was kind of glowing, like a blue, like
Glowing blue eyes.
like the curtains in my house. I just got them. I'm real proud of them. My wife loves them.
Well,
I
at least we got one characteristic of
I think
the
that's
monster.
all I got. What do you mean one characteristic? You got legs, pointed teeth,
I think his wife is sleeping with the monster.
fixed nails. What you talking about, my wife?
Why she liking the blue eyes and the monster? Huh?
Jesus Christ, my wife loves me.
You're gonna ask him his wife's name?
What's your wife's name?
I ain't telling you. You know, try to pull something funny.
It's Marianne, isn't it?
Shut up. That ain't no truth.
Would I know? Would I know what his wife's name is?
No, you wouldn't know.
You sure?
That would be funny.
I'm not sure how you would read his mind.
We don't, I'm not,
You didn't
no,
say
I
it.
just, but I mean, we don't walk around town, you know, like we don't pay
These
attention.
guys,
He's a swashbuckler.
these guys aren't from town. These guys are from from outside
So
of
his
town.
wife's not here.
Yeah, they were basically hired to come like
Okay.
get minerals from the
All right,
mine
all right.
and deliver them. Anyway, so do you guys want to keep questioning? Do you guys want me to keep going through this voice? Kill my voice? Or
Let's go talk to Martha and Jack. Who do I have to talk to? I don't know who I have to talk to the barkeep again.
So you can either go to Martha, who is basically the librarian of this town, who has all the record of all the different monsters of the area, who will tell you as much as she can find out and she's researched to find this monster.
What about Jack?
Jack is the weaponsmith, or in general the smith. So you can go to him. You can go to him and ask for specific bonuses, specific buffs, or specific weapons in particular. If you want.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess let's go talk to Martha first.
I guess so.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So you guys walk over. You see the massive marble tower that is the library. You walk in, and you see the shades of blue matching with the marble around a massive pillar library, like bookstand.
This is my type of place.
Hell yeah.
It's fancy.
You see a massive, like really long ladder, one of those spinning ladders.
Spiral staircase.
No, not the spiral staircase. It's the ladder that's on the bookshelf. That's like
Yeah. It's just a moving ladder.
Yeah, exactly. It's moving. And then you see on the other side of the front desk is a dwarven female who has who's wearing a pale blue simple robe with gold accents on it. And you can tell that her beard is intricately woven and braided across her face, and it's actually connecting into her hair with a. It's a dwarf. They have beards. But yeah, the beard is woven into the hair braid as well, which is in a ram's horns.
It's a woman?
Yeah.
They have beards in Lord of the Rings.
So she is. Which is weird that they never actually
show one.
They
Show one.
don't actually. Yeah.
But they do ask Gimli.
And it says they have beards.
But yeah, they. So you see her at the desk with a book open, and as you walk in, she looks in. Oh, hello there. How you guys doing?
Hey, sweet thing. How you been?
Oh, I'm doing quite all right. How are you holding up, Gweedo?
Doing great.
Yeah, pretty good one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
it's always a good one around here.
Oh, that's great. Good to hear. How can I help you, folk?
Well, there seems to have been an attack in the mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How exciting! How exciting!
Exciting. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
I guess definitely exciting.
In this
Also
town?
terrible.
Oh, come on! You know we always get the exciting ones
Oh,
here.
they did rip poor Ryan in half.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want to lose more people.
Who's Ryan?
One of the miners.
Oh, poor Ryan. We'll have to give him some sort of funeral afterwards.
I don't
But anyway,
think so.
If we
Tell
find
me
anything
all-
left of them.
But anyway, tell me all the juicy details. What you got? What you got for me?
These dumbass miners had almost nothing to tell us. They
Well,
basically let us know that there's some sort of monster.
What do you mean? You didn't get a bounty from Leo this time?
Motherfucker told us to come speak to everybody. He didn't tell shit about any bounty, pricing, or nothing.
Fucking A. All right.
Miners were too chicken shit to see what's going on.
We got 2 details: glowing eyes that are slightly blue and 8 legs.
Yeah,
You,
and it doesn't have fur.
that's it?
And
Nope.
That's all you
Can't
got?
tell us if they have feathers, fur, scales,
Oh,
wings.
Jesus. All right, we
They
gotta
just
do
said it
this.
was big.
We gotta do this the hard
They
way.
said
It's
big
big.
as fuck.
It's big as fuck.
It's big. That's good. Hold on. Let me. She goes back and starts climbing the ladder and starts pulling out a couple books, and she comes back down and lays them out on the table. All right. You said it had glowing eyes, right?
Yes.
Glowing blue eyes.
Glowing blue eyes.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like my kind of man. Let's.
You like my Uncle
see.
Bert.
Glowing blue eyes. I mean. Okay, that narrows it down a bit. What else you got for me?
It's got 8 legs.
8 legs.
That's what they said.
All right.
No
Well,
fur. Very big.
well, it looks like we got a couple of options. You got anything else for me?
Mm,
Anything they
that's
say, even the smallest.
a lot of
details?
razor
If you want,
sharp
I can go
teeth.
back and go
Razor
bitch slap
sharp
them some
teeth.
more.
All right. And it's in a mine. How did they find it? Did they stumble across it? Did they? What did they do?
I believe they were working.
They were work. Okay.
Yeah.
they
It
were
came out of the
working.
shadows.
Came out of the shadows. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dumb.
you're just okay.
And it was in the
Well, that's
mine.
I'm
it's in
improvising
the
based off of
mines.
information that we're given.
Okay, well, all right. It was in the mines. I guess it was some sort of burrowing animal, some sort of beast like that. Perhaps. I mean, it could have been I should probably pull up some different names. Wow, yeah, I kind of fucked up there. I should have put up some other like options and stuff. But anyway, so I guess it could have been a tubla. I mean, those have glowing eyes, but I thought they only had 4 legs. The recorded stuff here is
honestly, I can't really rely on their information too much.
They're probably too scared to actually
They're too cheap
count.
as shit.
What about
cowards?
what else could it have been? Fucking wings? Maybe wings? It had wings? That narrows it down a
They
bit.
said no wings.
I asked
No
for
wings.
feathers. There were no feathers. I have no idea.
Maybe an SRX? Maybe. All right. Let's see. All right.
Bless you.
What have we got? Thank you. An Ankylosaurus? Maybe that one? No. You don't think that was it? Do you guys know what that is? It's not. It's a beast. It's got thick hide, a lot of pointy shit on its back. No, nothing. Not ringing any bells.
Sounds like something before my time.
All right. What about a? What is that? What about a Zorbo?
I actually need a real feather.
It could have been a Zorbo. It's fire resistant. Maybe it's a. It has a bunch of legs. Do you know for certain it's 8?
He said he saw 4 on one
All right.
side.
Maybe some sort of like werebear, or does it? Because that thing has fur. Did you say it doesn't have?
He said no fur.
No fur. Oh, fuck.
No
All right,
fur.
hold on.
I
Jesus,
think that should really narrow it down.
Maybe a
right there.
basilisk.
Maybe a basilisk.
But does it? Were there any of the stone things? Did anybody get turned to stone?
No, it was
No.
ripped in half.
Nothing
Somebody
was
got
in
ripped
half?
in half.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is going to Scottish all of a sudden.
Tell you what.
What about some sort of?
Tell you what.
Maybe a vanfer.
Martha,
What's a vanfer?
I'll be right back.
A vanfer is it's a big beast that burrows, and it's got resistant to poison. It's got it kind of travels around. It's got big long talons. It has 8 legs.
Alright, Martha, tell you what. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and drag those motherfuckers over here. And they're gonna give me the deets.
All right. Go for it. Let me see.
We're just gonna go and drag.
You're gonna grab it. Like, hey,
No.
what's going
I'm
on?
3 feet tall. I can't really drag people around, but I'm gonna go and convince them to come back and talk to Martha. And
All
tell them what
right,
they've seen.
you gonna bring us over to your scary ass town? You know.
Why are you afraid of the town? I'm just gonna talk to the librarian.
Oh, y'all like these fighting folks. This is like you gonna kick my ass. You gonna try to rob me?
Look, man. I'm not gonna rob you, okay? You were just being like really uppity and really lippy with me earlier, and you need a smack. I need you to talk to the librarian and give her some deets.
All right.
And now your friends who saw anything you should come with.
All right.
Should only take a second.
All right, fine, jeez.
Trying to help you out.
Jimmy, stop eating that, all right, Jimmy? I don't trust him. Okay, so you guys go back to Martha, and Martha's, oh, hello there. What's your name? Oh, it's Ricky. I think I forgot from 20 minutes ago when I said his name. What? That's right, Toby. Thank you. My name's Toby. Could have been somebody else. You really gonna make me like play with myself here and just talk? Oh my god. Is that what she said? I think that'd be a he said kind of thing.
I'm sorry. Am I wrong in that's possible for both sexes?
All right. So Martha asks, all right, what is it? And Toby says, listen, it's got like 8 legs. It didn't really have many scars on it. It wasn't scratched up. It was real like big, but like real like big.
What did it smell like?
It smelled like dirt. I don't fucking know. What was it in mine? We got our masks on and shit. It smelled like my breath.
You're masking mine?
Well, you know, but health and safety code and regulation. It's one of those newer things. I don't fucking know.
It's just in case they hit something that has gas or.
Yeah, I mean that's why our nails are
gas
so
pocket.
fucking weird.
What are canaries for?
But that's why our nails are so long and all this shit, because some of the minerals in there make them grow super fast. We can't do nothing about it. Not even the prestidigitation cleaners.
How much arcane dust have you been sniffing?
Sniffing? Well, none, sir. I wouldn't. You don't look like a cop. Why are you asking something like that?
I'm just inquisitive.
Well, all right, you ain't inquisitive in like
I
in like a
look at this man.
You could be wearing a costume. You got a badge. You gotta tell me. It's the rules. If you're cook, you gotta tell me you're good. You're cook.
Look, man, relax. You tell me we got the hurricanes, I'll talk to them about bills for you.
All right.
Sometimes.
Listen, it's just part of that. It's part of it there. That's why this happens to us.
Your wife doesn't need to know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Christ. Wait, look. So, all right. Let's get back on track. How many legs did you say it was?
8.
Well, I think you're right. I think it was 4. It was 4 on each side. I think maybe I only saw one side, so it was 8. Like that fella said. What else? The thick hide. Somebody threw a spear at it.
Did the spear penetrate?
No. I mean, no. It bounced right the fuck off. It was like hitting a rock. Like hitting Dwayne Johansson.
Sounds like you had scales
fantasy.
or something of some sort of hard, tough skin.
I mean, that's what I said. That's why he's a big, scary fucking monster. Somehow you guys, I don't know how to use a spear. I just kind of throw my pick at it. That's it. Ooh, did you tell him about the blowing eyes?
Yes.
Okay, good. Whew. That shit was scary. It was like lighting up the floor.
Did it make a sound?
Sound?
Yeah, did it make any kind of sound?
Yeah, it sounded like you know, like
What a sound?
that sort of sound. You gotta do that voice, huh? Next time you come back after facing that thing, you better tell me what it sounds like.
I will.
All right,
I ain't no bitch.
All right, so I think at this point we should go get our equipment, and you miners here, you should show us where
I appreciate
you saw this creature. We would need a guide.
Well, I don't really want to go back in there. That's kind of. Martha, help me here! Don't make me go back
here,
in.
Toby.
No, look, I really think this is more
we should listen
kind
to
of job thing. Don't bring the poor civilians in there.
Okay,
look,
okay. I just need a map. I know my way around.
I'm telling you,
I
man.
mean, it's by the mountains.
I don't know what to do with
You
these
guys can
people.
probably make your way over there, right? Toby?
Maybe you should use them.
Oh yeah, it's right there on the side.
All right,
I'll point it out for you if you want.
All right, point it out for me, and that's good enough.
All right.
I know
I'm
my way
chaotic.
around.
I mean,
So-
wrong. I understand the whole
So,
thing going on.
It looks like
I ain't evil.
what we're working with is, I mean, we have a bunch of different options. I don't understand why. It really sounds like it should be a basilisk, but it doesn't have the stereotypical, you know, like stone
Have the
thing.
miners left yet?
No, he's still right there.
Can they draw me a map?
Yeah. I'll drop you a map. You have a crayon?
Yeah.
And okay, he goes down and sits down on the table and starts drawing out a map.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's between a couple things. I'm sorry. But really, it's between a few options. Realistically, if a spear didn't penetrate it, you're gonna have to worry about, you know, obviously high defenses. So talk to Jack and see if you can get something penetrating or something like that. I don't know. And I would maybe even talk to Coelho and see if you can get some decent poisons.
Come again, who?
The alchemist back here. He's finally back from his trip, so go and talk to him and see if you can get yourself some sort of, I don't know, poison for generic monsters. I don't know. We don't really have that much to work with here.
We don't know how to make his own poisons.
Yeah, he's not. That's the place you go to get fucked up
I'm
to.
just saying, we don't know how to make his own poisons.
Oh, okay, there you go. Nice, awesome. All right, so you got any more questions? You got anything else you wanna ask?
No, let's go to our.
What's his name again?
We need. What about the equipment?
We go to Jack.
Yeah, Jack has the equipment. So you guys.
Jack has the
first,
equipment?
or do you want to go to the office?
No, let's get our equipment first.
Okay. All right. So you guys start making your way over to Jack, the smith.
On the way, I'd like to.
This is not in alphabetical order.
I'd like to pick up any money on the way. I see my hose out.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
You just for the sake of simplicity, you see none.
Damn.
That'll be in episode 2 or 3.
They're working.
So you walk over to Jack, and you see it's a pretty simple house, but outside you see 2 walls lined with one has a forge on the wall. I totally missed your joke. I'm sorry.
Just keep going.
Anyway, one wall has an open forge with a and on the side of it you see an iron and a quenching pool. And then your feather fell out.
I know. It's a clip.
And then on the other wall you see some really intricate space for a wide table with gems and little intricacies placed on the walls. You walk up and you see a deep green orc wearing a leather apron, a thick leather apron, in the forge, pulling out a piece of.
Did you say orc?
Orc, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why?
An orc. Not a half orc. An orc. Why are we killing him?
What?
Why aren't we killing
Why
him?
are we killing
Why
him?
would you kill him?
Because it's an orc. It's a feral orc. Not a half orc.
Not necessarily.
I ain't never seen a good orc in my life.
Well, that's your. You can choose to open up that for different opinions if you want.
I don't know. What's his name?
I mean, that's Jack. So he's there.
Where's Jack?
He's got his.
Do I know Jack?
Yeah,
You know that this guy.
yeah,
Alright.
We already know him.
You
He's
guys
cool.
know Jack. Yeah.
Alright.
So he comes out with his weapon. Oh, hey, well, good seeing y'all folk again. How y'all doing? How can I help you?
Oh, we're here to get our shit because we got a long way to go.
Oh,
God damn, where
What
you
kind of shit you need? What kind of monster you going up to this?
I don't know. I think it's a basilisk. Some
We don't need some protection. No,
Basilisk.
you know how it is.
We need something that can get through thick skin.
thick skin.
Possibly
I mean,
scales.
Basilisks don't really have real thick skin. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, that's fine. So, well, I got myself a couple of weapons, but do you need any magical resistances or anything like that before we get to the...
I
the
don't
steel
know,
part?
honestly.
Alright,
I
well,
can go for some acid.
alright. That, I would say, I can make you a weapon for it, but you're going to have to store it up with Coelho. He's the one who's got all the poisons and shit.
Okay.
Alright, so, what I got for you is... a special kind of rapier, and y'all use a rapier. All right. So this right here, this rapier will penetrate any armor you need. It won't do much damage in the wrong hands, but it will get through. And just mechanically, it's a +10 rapier, but it does a D2. Yeah.
This sounds like a shit rapier.
Yeah. Well, you know. If you need to get through armor, that's the way to do it. Now look, this again, I know it ain't gonna do much damage, but if you got some sort of if you're gonna go for a tendon or something like that, that's what I can offer you.
Okay, how much is this? This rapier of yours?
Oh, you know the drill. This is for free. You put it on request, you get it, you bring it back afterwards. But this is you. If you decide you like it, you can buy it off me later. But right now, this is free trial for you to go.
All right, I see how it is.
Now, if you want something more broad span, you like your weapons currently, I might be able to enchant some sort of, extra penetrating power that you need. What you looking for?
What am I looking for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, some rapiers are wounded would have been nice.
The Reapers are wounded.
Wounded,
Well,
but that ain't gonna help me, I
yeah.
don't think.
Unfortunately, yeah. And how it works out that right now, I actually just gave out my rapier wounded.
Do you have a hand axe?
Hand axe? Yeah, I got.
have two hand axes.
You have two hand axes. You
Yeah.
know what? I can give you a bonus for those hand axes if you want. I can give you something that does extra fire damage if you want. Maybe some extra lightning damage if you're interested.
You wouldn't happen to have the bracers of archery, would you?
Braces of archery, what? You realize I deal in weapons, right?
Right.
Why would
Hold
I?
on 1 second. Did you take your item?
You
There
green
wasn't
item?
that one?
What now?
So why are you asking for them?
Oh, that one's already had. I thought we were gonna get it like in the middle of the
No. You have
Okay,
it,
okay,
and then
okay.
this is anything extra you want.
Anything extra?
And-
Oh, no.
And realistically, if you like what you have, you can ask him to beef it up, give it
enchant it or something.
Yeah, give it like a +1
Yeah,
or extra fire, maybe 5 extra fire damage or something. Like that. So, what are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for some goggles on the night.
Goggles of the night.
Yeah.
Well, you might not need those because actually I can give you dark vision.
How the hell can you do that?
Yeah, he has dark vision. He has a spell.
It's a spell.
You can just.
You might want to go ahead and
just
get
slap
something
it.
else.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
I have the leather.
You know what? How about this?
Can you make my rapiers really badass?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got two.
All right. So I'm gonna. Now I can only give one enchantment per rating.
That,
So how about this?
I
What?
understand how to.
Right, exactly. I'm just saying.
Use them on just a cane.
Do you want them to do the same enchantment? Or do you want different?
Depends. What can you do?
Again, I can add any elemental damage. I can add extra penetrating power.
Can you
extra
add force
damage.
damage?
I can add force damage.
Oh, interesting. That's good.
So you can enchant my warhammer.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
All right, you got it. All right, so he goes up to the table. Well, he takes your warhammer. He goes up to the table and lays it down. He grabs one of the he pulls down and grabs one of the gems from the tool belt. He wraps it around with a metal sheath and starts casting an arcane spell that makes the gem glow.
Which is the craziest
And,
orc I've ever seen in my life.
The craziest what?
Craziest orc I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna be a fan.
Listen, he's good at his shit.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. He's definitely good at what he does. Keep talking.
So he what did you want to enchant with again? I'm sorry.
The warhammer.
But with what?
With I guess more.
So maybe more damage,
More
or do you want it to be able to hit hard? So in the sense of like to beat someone's armor class better, or to do more damage whenever it beats armor class. Which one would you?
Which do you prefer?
More damage.
Sounds like a plan. All right. So you now I'm gonna give you most monsters out there. I don't think Basilisk could do it. I ain't no Martha. Most monsters out there are resistant to fire. So I am going to say I want some psychic damage to it, just to spice it up a little. So it'll do...
Do you suggest, I don't know, do you suggest that we just, it would make more damage for armor class? For higher armor class?
Well, I mean, that kind of depends. If you're trying to get to hitting something, because more damage is going to be great if you can actually hit it. If you can't hit it...
You're right. This thing might be too big for my strength.
Alright, well, sounds like a plan. I'll add extra penetrating power, extra hitting power.
Okay,
So
sounds
that-
good. Yes, I think
So
I prefer
he
that.
charges it up. You'll get an extra D2 to your Warhammer rolls. So go ahead and do that. What about you, fella? You
I'm looking to do something to my longbow.
Ooh, I've been working with a longbow in a long time.
You got an unbreakable string.
What you looking for?
Something like an unbreakable string,
Is that
or possibly never-ending arrows.
okay? So first off, how useful is
How's
that
that
unbreakable string?
I don't know. It depends on you as a DM. If you roll one, you're gonna break his bow.
Yeah, that's
To be
why.
honest, I've never personally considered that, just because that's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Well, you'd be
It is the
surprised.
most classic thing to do to a bowman.
Okay, so you know what? I will leave this entirely up to you, Dave. Sorry. You know what? If you want yourself an unbreakable bow or an unbreakable string, that's totally fine. I can do that.
What else can you offer me?
Well, I mean, I can increase the amount of damage it does, or once it gets past the armor, or I can give it the ability to penetrate armor a bit better. Or I can add a little bit of damage spin to it at first. Which one are you looking for?
Let's go with the penetrating armor.
Alright, you got it. So he takes your bow, straps on a gem, charges it up with his arcane energy, and you get it +2.
+2.
Mhm.
Oh, so now it's
Wait, was it a -1 before?
no, it was a +3.
It was a +3 bow?
Yeah.
What the fuck bow is that?
No, fuck.
That's what it was on there.
No,
That's what it
wait.
said.
Oh, well, it might be
No,
his
no, no,
actual
yeah,
use,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
item itself.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Relax.
Sweet baby Jesus.
On friend.
Okay, what you want, boy? What you looking for?
Dinosaurs that talk to me?
Swords to talk to. I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit of a complex thing for me to add. I've only came up with a couple of them.
Do you have anything that isn't weapons?
He specializes in weapons more than anything.
Okay.
He can enchant your armor. He can't make armor for you just because that's not his specialty, but he can enchant the armor that you already have
Okay.
to basically whatever you like. Talk to me and I'll say yes or no.
Okay. What can you do to my armor? You can make it like myth, or you can make my AC go bananas? Like what?
I mean, he can add probably at most a +1 to armor, like a +1 to AC.
Interesting.
He can also add maybe make him quiet. So in the case of plate mail, I mean she has mithril anyway, but make it magically quiet, so that wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about making too much sound.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
I'm legitimately worried. I think if I have a magical item, that would be nice. I'm legitimately worried about what you cooked up for us down there.
Well, I don't know. I just work here.
So
Work here.
I mean, this is above character. It's like
I know.
Let's see. Can you make my rapier have magical properties?
You know it. The real question is, what kind of magical properties you looking for?
Well, I don't think I'll be having too much of a problem to hit.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know what you cooked up for us.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, what's up?
But if I could do my damage in force, magical damage, that'd be nice.
You got it. He takes it up, picks out a diamond from there.
Does this add to damage that I do?
Well, do you want it in damage or hit? Sorry.
Damage.
Damage, yeah, that's damage. So it'll do basically half the damage that you do as force damage as well.
On top of it. Holy shit.
Ain't too bad.
And
Did
let's say
anyone pick one that actually penetrates?
it'll do...
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Thank fucking God.
I hope mine penetrates.
Would you pick damage too?
No, she picked damage. Oh, I'm sorry, she picked penetrate.
Okay, I'll take the damage one then. Alright,
sounds good. It is going to do, at maximum, 15 extra damage.
that's fine.
Okay, cool. Just write that down, because, yeah.
Alright, so
Awesome. So he charges it up, passes it back to you. Now this right here...
Only one right here, right?
Only one rapier.
That's the thing. I have that shitty rapier that also gave me. If I gave it,
oh yeah, she has that.
if I buff that, then it's like piercing and fucking.
That's true. Well, did you want to take it?
He gave it to us for free, right?
Yeah. If you want to use it, I mean, you can take it and just not use it.
Yeah, I know exactly. Like, but I might have to pull that shit out. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna face.
That's true. That's fair.
That one's plus 10 to hit.
Plus 10 to hit.
But only does 1d2.
1d2. You flip a coin.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I was like,
heads is one, tails is two.
So he'll make it a 1d4.
Sorry.
He'll double the damage to 1d4.
No. This is it'll do whatever damage you do. It'll do an extra half.
So it'll do 1.
So
it'll do 1. If I do it to my
yes.
No.
But that includes sneak attack and all that shit. Like classic weapons. That's up to you, man. You can also add that to a completely separate weapon.
Very expensive though. I think so.
Oh, and actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I can add that to one of your currently unenchanted weapons. But that one specific one I gave you, that I'm not going to be able to add on. Yeah.
Alright. No, I'll add it to my main hand rapier, I guess. That's the one that gets bonus the damage for
There you go. Sounds good.
for the sneak attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, I thought it was both. Oh no, yeah, you're right.
No, son.
Yeah,
that'd be too good. What is it, 3.5?
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Assassin. Right. My rapier, alright, so I'll take the does half damage extra. Plus half damage.
All right. Is there anything else I can offer you guys? Anything else you're looking for?
I'm good. How about y'all?
Are you picking on my accent? Are you threatening my accent?
Hey, don't speak to my archer that way. This is my security detail.
Mm-hmm. So what's up? What you guys?
Mockery is the best form of flattery.
There you go. So what you guys? What?
What are you, a bard?
Imitation.
Yeah, it's
Well, I
They
decided
haven't built
the whole different world.
vicious mockery.
all right. So what do you guys want to do now? You want to keep working with Jack for stuff, or
Jack's hooked us up, man. Hey, Jack. High five.
Yeah, so absolutely, man. There you go.
All right, Jack. Well, come back and talk to me at the bar a little bit later.
He's gonna hook you up.
You need some company. I don't know what you're into. If you're into dwarf
I greatly
or what?
I don't work for him.
I greatly appreciate that.
Not yet.
But talk about that. Talk about that in the future. Oh my god. All right, where do you guys want to go? You want to start?
I want to go back to I want to go to the alchemist.
Oh, okay, cool. So you walk over to the alchemist. It's kind of just a small circular hut.
What's his name? Coelho.
Coelho.
Coelho?
Yeah.
Like koala, but Coelho?
I'm gonna go to the
Yeah,
head
basically.
Pablo
and rap
Coelho.
on the door with my cane.
All right.
Pablo Coelho.
No.
What did she say?
Pablo Coelho and like, no.
No.
I may have gotten a lot of references from that book. Shout out to those who are paying attention.
I'm paying
Alright,
attention.
so you walk up to the to his hut, and you open the door. You start walking in, and the first thing you notice is the smell of incense hitting your nose, taking you to a faraway land with fragrances.
This is where I get my pipe smoke.
Now with these
The
lovely
tobacco
smells,
kind or the other kind?
Oh, he's got magical herb.
Oh, that kind. The
So-
halfling shit.
What do you? Am I a halfling or not? What do you think we smoke? Tobacco? Look at him.
So you walk in, you smell these incenses, but it's not enough to mask the smell of chemicals and liquids forming and mixing and fermenting together. And you see all these incredible shades of red and gold and blue draped over near the entrance. And farther back you go to the table, you notice that it opens up to his table and the area behind him with there we go, with all his work and stuff. So
Something out of character for a second?
Go for it.
She knows the story, buddy.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because I told her.
Okay.
I basically bounce this all
They
off.
can't keep each other's secrets.
I got it. They can't. Damn it, guys.
Actually, the last time.
Damn it, Ian.
The time she did her one shot, she talked to me about it, and then I played it at Kenku, so I physically couldn't speak.
Oh, that works well too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mimicry.
Yeah, exactly. So he's wearing an intricate robe of silks of red and green and small yellow beads lining certain areas. He has a headscarf that keeps his furry ears exposed, but does fully cover one eye, and golden hand plates with gems covering his hands but leaving his fingers exposed. He has his long whiskers going down to the side and matching down with his beard and dark gray fur.
Vaccine?
Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
He has a vaccine.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna jump on the counter.
Fuck, what was his accent again?
Jamaican.
Kajita's West.
Okay, Jesus was.
How may I help you, folk?
Cool, my man. How's it going?
Oh, it's going quite well. I'm glad that I went away for my vacation. It was quite fun. Quite
Did you bring back my shipment?
Your shipment is waiting just after this when we're not being watched so carefully. So, in the time being, how may I assist you?
Who the hell?
So who is actually watching
You never know who may be scrying here.
You're not wrong.
So,
I'm
Good looking
here
out.
because I would like some acid to start.
acid.
I'd like to. We're
You're really
going
for
after.
a strong tip? Or
We're
what
going
kind?
after a monster.
Oh,
We
that
don't-
kind of acid. Oh.
We don't know. We don't know how thick his skin is, and we want to be able to do
Actually,
some
you know,
damage.
that might be
It's already
useful.
killed someone. We don't want more people
I'm even go
passing
crazy.
away
I-
because of this creature.
Yeah.
I
you
understand
stab a bitch.
completely.
Oh.
I'll come back for the trip later.
Sounds like a plan. I have just the thing for you. He goes back to the back of the store, and you can see a Kenku walking around back there organizing
You're
some
gonna
of the
have fun
vials.
regardless of what you
And he
do.
grabs one of the vials, he brings it over, it's a luminant green, and places it down. Now remember, to meet the full quota of what we need, I need to bring the bottle back. So make sure you don't lose it.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can interest you, fine people?
We're thinking actual acid?
She wanted actual acid.
That's actual acid, man. You're thinking.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking the
Yeah.
other kind of
For damage.
acid.
Well,
He
I'm not-
also offered that kind of acid, but I said I'd come back for that trip later.
I did not offer. I did not offer. I simply made sure that
Suggested?
my friend's request was.
You know
Oh.
he has it in stock somewhere.
I'm sure it's in the one of the vials labeled something else.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. Just add it to my shipment.
For you, it always is. So, what can I get you for this bounty? What is your target anyway?
We honestly have no idea.
We're not sure, to be honest with you. We think it's a basilisk.
Well, in that case, do you need some kind of poison? Maybe you just want to get some run-of-the-mill health potion. Something.
What you got?
Well, we
What
have
potions?
some superior. No, the second.
Greater.
We have some greater level health potions, if you like that. The good blue shit.
I'm more interested in making some damage once I pierce that armor.
Sounds like a plan. So what? Good lord, it keeps going to Scottish. What is this? All right. Well, Khajiit's words. What can I offer you? What kind? How much damage are you trying to do?
The most.
The most.
Trying to break the world in half.
Well, do you know if there's any? Do you know if there's any resistances or anything?
Are you enjoying this?
I have a feeling the
I keep
resistance.
trying to picture Mickey Mouse while
Mickey Mouse is a pimp.
So I can
I
give
told
you.
you.
I can give you a
I'll
genetic.
never see Mickey the same again.
Who cares? It's mine's better.
I can offer you a genetic kind of poison, one that will for certain be able to penetrate the systems, but not do as much damage as if you had the specific information. Or I can give you something more specific, but if it's the wrong kind of monster, well, we don't know what's going to happen, do we?
Will it at least give
What
the
does it
creature
do?
the shits?
For certain, it depends on how much and how quickly of time, but the shits for monsters are my specialty. So, what kind of health potions, what kind of shits, what would you like?
Can we lace these on arrows?
Absolutely. You can just dip them right in. Fuck. You can dip them right. Whatever. You can just dip them right in. Whatever. Dip them right in. They'll last for I think like 10 minutes.
If we give the creature the shits, we might be able to give Ryan a burial.
It's true. It's true.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
That is true.
I guess that is an
The best
option.
kind of folk hero you are.
Always.
Thinking of the people always.
So I'll give you a vial of acid.
Can it be?
It takes a roll.
Oh, she's gonna take it. Okay, good.
Yeah. It takes an attack roll.
Okay, is that like necrotic damage though?
It's either you can throw it
Mm-hmm.
or you can pour it on.
Okay.
If you throw it, you're at disadvantage for the application.
Okay.
If you pour it on, you have to be within 5 feet, but it'll decrease the AC by 2. That's good for 10 minutes. Let's say. So go ahead and write that down. Where it's just
give me one of those.
AC minus 2.
And
it's-
upon application.
Yeah, and you have to roll against his AC. For it.
Okay.
Or maybe it's like a dexterity save. I don't know. We'll figure that out along the way. Dave, you want poison arrows? All right, let's give that shit some poison arrows.
How many poison balls you got? I got a big thing.
By the requisite, I can give you 1 each.
One each.
1 vial of whatever you wish.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So,
I got coin too.
so Gweedo, would you like your greater healing potion?
Oh, I think I want the poison.
You want poison? What kind of poison? The same that I gave your friend
What's the other
here?
one you got?
This is acid. It's not quite poison. I guess it's poisonous if you drink it anyway.
What's
Like
the other one?
functionally same shit.
What's
different
the other
level.
one?
Oh, just like does, let's say 2d6. Nah, let's say 1d6. And that's it. If it hits.
Oh, those
If it
extra
penetrates.
damage.
Yeah.
If it penetrates.
If it penetrates, it's an extra d6.
Lowering the
And let's
DC.
say they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Let me,
And it has what's it again?
Disadvantage on dexterity saving.
Disadvantage on dexterity saving.
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna lower that AC.
All right, so that's gonna be acid,
That's,
and it's gonna be that you have to if you apply it within 5 feet,
it's gonna go on my blade.
Dexterity saving, right?
that's gonna melt your blade.
What the fuck?
It's acid.
God damn it! This is useless.
I'm just imagining you like it's starting to pour. Like, and
Will it hurt my magical blade?
Let's say you know that it won't last long enough on the blade to be
God
able
damn.
to be functional. Boy, you want to pour acid on a blade? Like poison
No,
blades specifically
I just
have
wanna-
holes for poison.
You got no poison.
Arrows are the only exception.
Damn it.
Because shut up.
So you can pour it on arrows and it'll work.
Let's say they have poison arrows. I don't fucking know.
What is she pouring it
They
on?
do. They're
She's not-
supposed to.
she's directly pouring it on.
I'm
really?
gonna ride the beast.
Okay. I guess I gotta go with the other
Hell
option.
yes. I like the sound of this.
What is it again?
You take recording of this, yes. TikTok.
What is it?
TikTok.
There's Gweedo Furryfoot here. So you wanna listen in? Jumps.
So which one do you want? Acid or poison?
Acid's gonna melt my shit, so.
Well, again, it's a pouring it onto the beast. Or throwing it at it with disadvantage.
So essentially, if it comes down to it,
Can you give me one
two
of
of you want to ride the beast while
I
I'm
can
shooting
already
at it.
I
I'm not
know
really
it.
sure this
It's
is the
a
right
big-
plan.
It's a big beast. I mean,
But I'll lower the AC.
I bet you were a good shot.
I am a good
If it
shot.
didn't-
I'm the best shot.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So disadvantage to throw, and you have to beat its AC
Wait,
with whatever you do.
disadvantage to throw. You know who I am? I'm
Here's the
Gweedo
thing.
Furryfoot.
If you have advantage, if you have proficiency with thrown items, I'll say, well, you know what? No,
I'm Gweedo
because
Furryfoot.
it could splash and stuff.
Okay, about
That's it.
character. If I pour acid on it, I can weaken that area, and you can throw.
I think we can sit all
That's a
together.
good idea.
Well, let's say, flavor text. Yeah, so we can set area and you target that area.
Right.
Alright. I'll take acid too.
All right, you got the acid. Sweet. Is there anything else I can help you guys with? Would you like to purchase anything of your own?
What you got?
Oh, of course, I have the usual shipment. All PG-rated health potions and poisons and acids and things of the like. Maybe spells of resistance, or I'm sorry, potions of resistances of some kinds. What does your heart desire?
Bastards usually have poison if they bite you.
What is the?
We need antidotes. We should buy some antidotes.
Antidotes is a good idea.
Okay. Now remember, I gave you those vials already, so the rest would have
I
to be
understand.
through your own pockets.
How much
Yeah.
money do I have?
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say.
should
I'm
have
not sure how much.
75 gold.
Yeah, you all have probably. Actually, you all have 175 gold.
Oh, so I'm way off then. Yeah. I have 100 because I used. You
Yeah,
said we
but-
had to use.
well, 'cause
we
each-
could have used up to 75.
Yeah,
in the
but
thing.
but each pack has like 100.
100. Okay.
In it by default.
Okay.
Oh,
How much is,
yeah, so,
right.
yeah.
How much is the antidote gonna? Yeah, I feel like you're not a part of this, Brittany.
I got my absentee ballot, so I'm like research.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, apparently Sanders won the caucus in.
That's what I heard in Las
Nevada.
Nevada. It's 'cause
Why
Las
are you
Vegas.
even
You know, the
doing
great
that?
state
It's a
of Las
caucus.
Vegas.
He wins caucuses. That's what he does.
All right,
So
so
what are you looking at?
I know.
are you guys buying?
I know.
What does the resistance one do?
You're not buying.
I can give you resistance to any kind of elemental. Elemental.
It's gonna be bad.
That's it.
Like fire and water?
Yes, if this beast of yours breathes fire,
If I get bored, I'm gonna
I
start
can
stealing
make
stuff from
him.
the
I can make
store.
his damage do half as much as it would to a normal man.
How would I apply it on myself?
You drink it.
I drink
You
it.
take it orally, once per day before bedtime. No, I'm just kidding. You just drink it and you're fine.
Oh. How much would that be?
That would be 100 gold.
Damn.
What do you mean, damn? This is
Seems
my-
a little steep for
this is my art.
for your favorite.
I'm already lowering the prices because I have my furry friend,
Look, man.
my feathery friend back here.
Look, man. You gotta be able to do better than 100 gold. We're gonna bring you pieces back of this creature.
Now you know that we already get all of our hands on that prize. We get whatever pieces we require.
Hey man, this Gweedo Furryfoot here. We have a good working relationship.
I
Now
understand,
you gotta get.
but
see
I
what we can do.
but
Try to
I
help
make
out the
my
town here.
deals in material objects. If you bring me something, then we can negotiate. But right now, we cannot.
But wouldn't the peace of mind that there's not a monster out there to kill you be enough to help us out a bit?
It's funny you would say that. No.
Oh, I see. That means nothing to you. Okay.
Very cool.
If it attacked the miners, well, I would not be a miner, and suddenly problem solved for me.
What if the creature comes out? You never know.
That's true. Then I will simply wait in the shadows while Leo and Martha do their thing. Have
You
seen-
and Martha send us.
Have you
What
seen
the fuck
Jack-
is wrong with you?
Have you seen Jack?
You
With
don't
a
do
piece
shit.
Have you seen Jack with a piece of steel? It's quite impressive.
Yeah, he knows how to bend it.
Oh,
He doesn't know how to swing that shit.
he knows how to do much more than One day you will see for yourself. Hopefully not firsthand. Anyway, what else? Are you buying my antidotes or not?
I'm trying to negotiate. I'm trying to haggle them down, goddammit.
I am not one to be haggled.
Look, man.
What about half the dose? What does that
It's a
do?
measly 100 gold. Half the dose, and you'll be half as alive. That sounds satisfactory in your book.
I'll give
To
you.
your standards, yes.
I'll give you 3 hours.
Oh.
2 girls.
Unfortunately, you do not have my type.
Oh, I got boys too.
That is not what I meant.
The hell you sleeping with?
I am a tabaxi. I need my.
We got tabaxi women. I got what you need.
If you are just saying.
This is Gweedo Furryfoot. Right? Pimp extraordinaire.
You all together have enough, more than enough, for this antidote if you wish it. Why do you?
How much is this antidote?
Above character?
Gold.
Because I have.
We each
fucking
have 175 fucking
perception
gold.
skills. I'm gonna haggle the fuck out of everything.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
just so you understand.
give me a.
Because you're not taking any of my shit.
Well, have him roll for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Have him roll for it. That's the whole point of this game. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. How about this? Yeah, roll persuasion.
All right, there we go. Let's do this shit.
All right, baby. Give me guidance.
What is it?
He said trois.
So 4.
3. Plus, wait, what's your...
I'm listening.
All right.
Gotta be a 15.
You know, I'm gonna try persuading at this point.
You know what's funny?
A lot of people.
It would have been close.
What is it?
Sure.
Oh, really? You're plus 10? Holy shit, that's really good. But yeah,
What do you think I want to use my skills, man?
Can I use my
It's 3.
charisma? Can I use my charisma?
I'll give my deception the plus 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
My
to.
stealth is plus 12.
I don't know what.
So realistically, he's the only one who's been like persuasive enough to be able to make it seem like, oh, you could actually persuade me, offering all the different things. So hey, if you guys have something else you want to offer of some kind, I don't know, what could it be?
I want to steal it.
I'm gonna
Steal
walk
it?
over to him.
Okay. What are you doing to steal it? Paint
I have
me a word picture. Paint me a word picture.
What are you doing?
So it's in the back. He hasn't gotten it yet.
Okay.
How are you gonna steal it?
Well, while he's busy haggling, right, and he has your attention.
Do you know what my sleight of hand is? Oh, yours is good. Hey.
I'm listening. So I'm listening,
Continue.
Dave. Continue.
With my stealth.
No. Continue painting your word picture.
Yeah.
Then I will
Oh,
It's a roll.
tell-
Okay, yeah. Don't beat him to that. That's his job, right? The game has to play too.
So as he's haggling back and forth with Gweedo,
You got it.
okay, I slowly make my way
Mhm.
around the side of the counter,
Okay.
and I'm pretending that I'm just kind of looking around.
Okay.
All right.
Excuse me. This is not area for clients. This is an area for professionals like me. We do not want you to get hurt by the dangerous liquids and poisons and acids back here.
I went out front last time and people were looking at me. Oh, that's right.
Wait.
They probably thought you were in like some weird swingers club in here.
Was it these guys or these guys?
It was these guys.
Oh shit! Yes. I can't wait to have that conversation. Yes.
I don't know, there was people. I was like,
You friends with them?
Well, yeah. He and I like, I don't know, like we have a neighborly thing of, oh hey, what's
maybe
going on?
there's people walking, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay, maybe not.
Like,
I
I
was
was
like-
with the glasses and I'm just like, and I'm just like glasses and this, and I'm just like, oh my god, this looks like there's a gay party.
All right. So what else do you do?
Damn, this is.
You know what? Actually, I'm sorry. Let me. We'll probably have Let's say yes. So he would notice you passing.
Okay.
He says, "Please, GTFO." Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
So what do you do? Or do you continue?
But I don't have my wingman over here, dude. Gweedo.
Oh,
So I throw you a little sign that you gotta distract him a little bit better.
I forgot that I have lucky.
That's right, but you haven't rolled.
I'm not gonna,
That's right.
I'm not gonna use. No, I just take the damage. I just take the damage on. I'm too afraid.
So I take.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm
So-
performing.
I take a little look at you, and try to get you to distract him a little bit better, so I can slip on by behind him.
So he just looked at you and said, "Please don't stand back."
And then he
then
looks.
he sees you looking at him.
Jesus Christ, who is this guy?
Looking at me. What the fuck?
Well, no, because he started walking back and he said,
What?
"Please."
Right. But before looking at him, I've already kind of like taken a step back to try to bring down his guard.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So in that case, that's fine. So what do you do to try to distract him?
I'm gonna pull out some photos. Some pornography.
You mean some fantasy photos? Because
I'm gonna pull up some
This is-
pornography.
right, some fantasy pornography. Because there's not really like a Playboy.
Oh,
in
right,
the world,
right.
but,
Well,
like,
this
pictures.
is his merch.
There's
Right.
Gweedo. There's
This is-
Gweedo's. There's GQ. I got some GQ. It's called Gweedo's Quarterly. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Look, I got Kinchi. Here, look, check it out.
This is
Oh,
this
my,
is his
I see what you.
this is
what
his
you're
service
saying.
catalog.
Her name's
Okay.
Astra.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check to see if he realizes that this is just a.
Her name's
Okay.
Astra.
That was a natural one. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're very enthralled.
Her name's Astra.
Go ahead.
Look, man.
Do I roll or do I just slip on by?
What are you trying to do? You're trying to slip.
I'm
by?
trying to slip by
It's your service catalog.
Okay, so stealth roll with advantage.
This is yeah, kind of.
with advantage.
Yeah. So you just roll it twice and then add your stealth to the highest.
Hold on.
Do that
Okay.
Gweedo's
Oh,
Quarterly
okay.
thing.
That's a D20, right? No.
D20.
GQ, baby.
Really? Damn it. With advantage, you can roll it again.
Okay.
No, it's here. It's another day. But yeah, Jack.
Oh.
Plus
+5.
What is it?
16, 21.
Yeah, I would say that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I slip by
So
him.
you slip by. You see, it's a little. It's not like a wide open space. It's a little bit of a separate room. Like he has a shelf behind him with some bottles of, various bottles in it, like little shot glasses kind of things. And yeah. So do you look like directly behind him, or are you trying to go into that other room?
Well, would I have noticed that what we're looking for is directly behind him?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
An intelligence check?
Yeah. Because you're trying to be able to depict what it is that you're looking for.
Okay. Okay. So.
Yeah. I also stress.
Bless you.
Bless you. Jerome,
9?
plus?
Intelligence.
So 10.
I'm gonna say, okay. So you start making your way back. Go ahead and roll one more time a stealth check.
1?
No, that's
No.
a 7, bro.
Oh, I can't see it.
7 plus?
7 plus 5, so 12.
12.
You're really
So
distracted.
he is. So you walk into the room and you find a bottle that you kind of recognize as that might be. You go into it and you hear ah, and you turn and there's a Kenku there who's moving a bunch of bottles. That I
You
mentioned.
didn't notice the goddamn Kenku?
Yeah, I said it like a minute ago.
You're right.
And he's back. He turns. Coelho turns. I tell you to go. You go now. You all leave. Goodbye. Thank you for your services. Goodbye. Go. Go.
Can I talk about my stuff? My shipment?
Yes, your shipment will be later if you choose to pick better friends. But right now you
I
shall.
don't know these guys.
Perfect, and we shall leave it that way.
Throw
Right
the top
now,
over here.
we leave. You go. You go. And he tells you, go. And the
Potheads.
Kenku behind you.
Stay, man. How much was it? Just leave it in the room. Leave it in my room at the hotel.
Wait, how much was what?
My shipment. Just leave it in the room at the hotel.
Yes.
Just leave it there.
Yes. Now go.
Just
Go.
Secret password.
Of course.
I'll go.
Yes. Go.
Thank you for your assistance.
Of course. Anytime. Any
Thank
any
you so
friend
much.
of
Thank
you.
you. Yes.
Keep this copy of GQ for you.
Go. Keep a close watch or leash on your friend. Go. Bye. Guys, what do you guys do?
So we walk out.
I'm gonna go back to the bar guy.
Okay.
God damn, what's his name?
Leo.
Leo. The bar guy.
I'm gonna write that down.
Alright, go to Leo.
Okay, we go to Leo.
Hey, motherfucker!
So you walk in. He's
We
got
gotta
the bar.
negotiate, we gotta
he's still
negotiate some
carving it down.
contract here.
Like,
We gotta negotiate this bounty.
what was I going with this accent? I was trying to do British or like.
It came out Scottish. So.
Yeah, right.
Just go with it.
Go with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do my regular voice for that. So,
Okay.
how can I? What are you looking for?
How much does this bounty gonna pay us, man? Like, the miners didn't have any idea what the hell they were looking at down there. There's no records. We were able to gather some equipment, but we're really shooting blind here, man. This is real dangerous.
And you know that your regular rate, as always, is the 500 gold per bounty.
Per
We're
And
doubling
more-
it
excuse me,
this time.
per adventure
bounty,
or per
per
group?
adventurer,
Okay.
and you get to stay in this luxurious town with all access to our sorry, what's it called?
We're gonna have to go negotiate a bonus for this one.
We're essentially going in blind.
We will talk about bonuses later. But right now, you have a mission to do, and the sooner we get it done, the sooner we can talk about your performance and whether or not it is deserving of more bounty.
Well, I see what you're saying, man. I think that's fair.
I'm glad you see it the way I do.
Do you have any lanterns?
It's funny you would ask. And he finishes carving out the little piece of wood that he was working on, and he passed it over to you.
Excellent.
If you channel in a cantrip level of magical aura, it will illuminate in a certain direction. Now, remember, that it is still visible to everyone else around you. This will alert the monster. But,
I can cover it with my hand.
of course, or you could just stop channeling your magical aura.
No, I don't even know what the fuck magic is.
That, if you're not familiar with it, then you might be better off handing it to one of your compatriots.
They can see in the dark.
Well, maybe they can hold it for you as well.
Maybe they can.
But anyway, that's what I have.
Alright. You guys ready to give me like 3 shots.
3. He gives you 3 beers.
God damn it, man! Damn it, Leo! I know you're hiding the good stuff in the back of the shelf, right next to the register.
Listen,
Can you please?
I have
Look,
this.
man, we might die out there.
I have this so that it can legally pass as a bar.
Look at my hands, they're shaking. I need some courage, Leo.
He reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a small silver vial, and he pours out half the beer and pours in a little bit to that half beer.
I drink it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Oh shit, what's my constitution saving? It's gotta be +1.
Plus 1?
Yeah. Oh, I missed
Oh, yeah,
that
that works. No, that's it.
Okay, that's how you did it. Right.
It's there.
What'd
So
you get?
13.
Oh, it's not too bad.
13? Okay, I was going to say 10. So you drink it, you can tell that it's stronger than the beer, and you take it, you down it, and you're good.
I'm not gonna raise the backboard, bro.
What?
Like the prom.
Oh shit, there's a backboard?
Oh!
Alright, so, what do you guys want to do? Anything else? Anything else we're missing? Anything we're looking for?
Mm-mm.
Alright, so what are you guys going to do?
You guys wanna head down to the mines?
Sorry?
I wanna take
Was that
some.
English?
You wanna head down to the mines?
Alright, awesome.
I wanna make sure we're going. Tell my ladies I'm going on a dangerous mission. But I will be back.
Great. Awesome.
Alright? Time to keep working, be nice to the customers. If they have any trouble, like, let me know.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Why don't we take a bathroom break, and then we'll actually do this.
Sounds good.
Anyway, so you guys ready?
Let's go.
Alright. So you guys decided that you want to leave, or you want to go to the mine, face this monster, see what's going on. So you're standing outside of the town. You have the massive mountain in front of you. There's a pretty clear path straight ahead, and you have the map that leads you to the mine. So it's not that long, maybe half an hour of walking before you make your way to the base of the mountain and to the what you assume is to be the mouth of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that on the outside it's very it's pretty crumbly on the outside, on the outskirts. But as you look inside, you notice that a lot of the hardened rock is in there, and you have and the miners have put up, their wooden beams to keep everything supported, all that. So you guys start making your way inside. There are definitely some branching shallow. Yeah, very carefully.
Keep my eye on things.
Perfect. So go ahead and roll a perception check. The three of you guys. See who sees it. Yeah.
God damn. That isn't. How did you change?
I had
mine?
12.
I don't know.
12 total.
Wait, something
Yeah.
weird happened.
Yeah, because you rolled it.
And there's
hit his
somebody in
and-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I changed his, and then his rolled to what he. It was so weird.
Mine is just 4.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again.
Go ahead.
15.
Okay, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it's not too terribly difficult, but
9.
as you go down, you notice that some of the mines like branch off in certain areas. They're not very deep, but you do notice that there are some mineral deposits there. You can recognize a few of them as fairly not common minerals, but silver, copper, things like that.
Any cool?
Go ahead and roll. Make another perception check.
I wanted to get your opinion on the story. Kind of sounded
Actually, what was your first perception check?
It was 9 total.
Oh, 9.
Yeah,
Damn.
you
You have a
don't
plus
see-
5?
Yes.
Shit.
You don't see any gold or
Imagine
anything,
that
but you have your
expertise.
eye.
Oh.
8 plus 10.
Yeah, your peepers are peeps. You keep an eye out. No
So-
gold yet. So you keep going down the mine. There's really only one path to go here. They were digging in a certain direction. The chips fell over and started pouring all over the counter. It's great. Love it. We'll put it
Yeah.
later, it's fine. It's empty anyway. But there is as you go along down the mine, there are some pockets of minerals that really jut out. And you can tell that these haven't been mined as much. They are sharp. They are they're sharp, but they're not just like jagged. They're actually pretty smooth and pointy,
Okay.
but they're protruding pretty far out. And actually, some parts the mine has to go around them to give space so people don't bump into it.
Yeah, Arendelle.
No.
Arvindal.
Arvindal.
Yeah, Arendelle. You ever seen minerals like this?
Wait.
No, I haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know any nature? Just one.
Oh, I can roll for nature. That's right. My bad. I have nature. My
I'm
bad.
asking like.
My bad.
go ahead and roll
So I mean,
for
actually,
9.
well, to know if I have, I'd have to roll. So right.
Yeah.
You're right,
But he would tell you.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can always say, "Oh, have I seen this?
Have I
already?"
seen?
Go ahead and roll for it.
You could just be like, no, bitch. Like,
No, I have not.
What?
no, you also don't get to do that.
Well,
What is it? Plus what?
What would you get?
let's see. 8. No, 7.
Yeah, I mean, in your time, like in the woods and in the mountains, you haven't seen this.
So
what, so you guys keep moving forward, and again, realistically, it's a pretty straightforward mine. There's not that much branching off that that takes you to far distances. But before you see a pretty inconsistent gaping hole in one of the sides of the mines. And you can presume that this is something that wasn't made by the miners. There's no wood beams or supports or anything like that. What would you guys like to do?
What does it look like?
Well, again, you have
Investigate.
Paint me a picture. What does it smell like?
it smells like dirt. But yeah, realistically,
Does it smell?
There aren't many there aren't many really like protruding stenches of
Are my
metal.
nostrils clear? Did it clear my sinuses when I was
well,
walking in there?
Go ahead and roll for farmer blow.
For
For
what?
what?
For farmer blow.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Oh,
Yeah, what was that? An 8? You
An
got,
8,
you got
but I
all
don't
of
know
your,
what to add to
you,
it.
you get it all over your shirt. It's nasty. Ugh. No. Okay. It doesn't really smell that metally. You feel like at this point the mine's goal is to get deeper into the mountain. You don't know why, but you do notice that there aren't many branching areas to try to get to a certain spot. You do notice that there are still these pockets of very sharp, very long, almost metallic, but more crystalline than anything.
Okay.
Materials.
And that's as we're walking in.
You're just gonna burn that die.
What do you mean burn it?
Like just throw it away because it's rolling.
Once? It was rolled like a bunch of little ones.
Listen, I've been trying to use this set of dice for a while, and it always rolls shit.
Well, then get rid of them. Ciao, pescado. You know.
I'm gonna have to bless it somehow or something. I don't know.
People do that shit all the time.
So as we're walking in,
Yeah,
we see these pockets of crystalline type.
Yeah, you notice that the deeper you go in, the more of these you notice.
Okay, so
And
it's
the
like
less-
it becomes more natural as we walk in, I guess.
It becomes more.
I'm not
The
using
farther you go
it.
down the mine, the more these crystalline, protruding, almost like spears coming out of the walls of the mine.
I actually didn't know about that. That was like.
Okay.
I just thought it was an interesting.
Yeah, I think
And then a lot less. You can notice that but again, the path is mostly straightforward, with less like orb.
And then also you can use.
Like they haven't really widened the path because they haven't run into any ore veins right now.
Never forget. Okay.
No, and then.
Now you have gotten to the point where you notice that there is a big gaping hole that
Okay.
not consistent with the rest of the mine.
So can I investigate the hole?
Gaping holes.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Remind me what the
What?
ending.
Dude, you love gaping holes.
That's it. I love it.
No, guys,
I did
guys.
see that. I was like.
No?
God.
Don't react at
And I
all?
feel like,
No
okay.
reaction to
I
gaping
mean, he was
holes?
wrong. I
Okay.
pointed this out to Ian.
Gaping.
And I was like,
Gaping holes!
did this
Mickey,
book start
no.
off as fan fiction?
Minnie, yes.
Mickey, not that hole.
Mickey, no! Dude, I'm
What'd you get?
gonna turn this around.
You turn around?
So it faces you.
Because I feel like
No.
there's definitely-
Because you can add your investigation check to that.
Wait, was it a 4? It was a 4.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a 4.
Like,
4 with.
but yeah, I guess
Investigation.
that's why it made
8.
sense to me that they were
8?
kind of
Yeah.
nods
Yeah,
to other-
that's a big hole.
It's
It's like borderline gaping.
Borderline gaping. Fucking asshole.
Even like as far as you can tell, yeah, the miners
anyone else
did a
got-
good job on this one.
Yeah, it's like.
Any of you got some investigation going on?
No. It's cute for an
Nope.
afternoon, or like however, like it's really.
What's
I can try.
What's you guys' passive perception?
Actually,
I have no
passive
idea.
perception?
Oh, you don't have. Oh, yeah.
I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
It's only
So
two.
I wrote it
what's
down.
your perception?
My perception
Hold on.
is 5.
5. So it's plus 5.
Plus 5.
I have passive wisdom.
So your passive would be 15.
I have
Really?
passive
Holy
9.
fuck.
Plus 9?
What?
That's passive wisdom. It says perception.
I can
9.
see that too. The
Shit. Okay. Well, you do notice that you hear in the direction of that gaping hole.
I did it's the other one.
You notice that you
Towards
hear
the back. Yep, that one.
that you hear
Yeah, I guess
rough
that's why I
breathing
kinda, like, walked
and
through.
slight movements in the
Oh,
darkness
it's not a one.
that is ahead.
I see.
Okay. So I see slight moving. And what was the other thing?
Yeah.
You
Sorry?
see, you hear slight movements,
Okay.
and you hear like rough breathing
Okay.
into that. Okay, you're gonna hide
Fuck yeah.
in the darkness because you can't see anything right now. They're
Okay, can I cast dark vision on him so he can see what we're looking
Sure,
at?
yeah. Go ahead and mark that off.
Okay.
So you have one. A level 2 spell slot is gone.
Okay.
When does it last? I think
For I think it's like 8 hours.
8 hours. You're not gonna do it.
Oh no, you know what? It might actually be
I just
concentration.
kind of
Wait a
wanted,
minute.
like, it was very silly.
No, the dark vision might be. Yeah, it might be concentration actually.
I was like,
You're right. I think so.
like, and then
In this case, yeah.
I realized. at first
It
was weird.
is.
Yeah, fucking doctors. And I just thought it was so funny that in the middle of a novel, like,
Pizza here.
doctors are fucking.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Hearts up. Pause.
Emotions. The hiding.
I mean, there's not that much commotion.
You're telling me that we're hearing things.
Yeah,
I don't hear them. I'm right next to him, weren't I?
Yeah, but he's got a passive perception of 19.
Oh, I see. So I don't know shit.
Yeah, well, you just didn't you didn't catch it out of the.
When I sit in this chair, so I'm shocking grasp.
She did seem like a person who
Only
was hot-headed.
you heard.
When I sit in these chairs,
Oh,
I end up
Here's
with.
the thing. You,
Dude,
you
I just
tell me.
hurt him.
That's
I
so
know
weird.
too.
For me, it's like getting
Until you
in and out of
say
the
it.
car. That's
Here
what
you
I
say
said.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought we all heard. But we did. Exactly. Heard what? Nothing.
No, yeah, sorry.
Heard my ego.
All right, so
Singing.
so you guys are in the front of this entryway, this path. David, what was your character's name again? Sorry.
Arvindal.
Arvindal heard these rough breathing.
Yes, and am I allowed to tell my party members?
No, you're not.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
are.
tell.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Guys, there's
Hello.
Yeah.
there's a heavy breathing and some slight movement.
Go ahead
Ahead
and
of us.
go ahead and make a stealth check.
There was no learning.
Can I help him? Can I
I'm
help the
not sure how you would be able to help him.
Also, like,
How about
I
this?
don't.
For that, yes. What'd you get?
Oh, 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah. So you hear a bit more, and then it keeps going back to it. So
like, this
Good.
is this
Great.
fair?
Okay, so what do you guys
As
do?
a third party, I read it and I was like, this is published. Like,
I'm not hide.
Okay, you're already hidden. So right now nobody can see you other than these
Where are
guys.
we? Are we inside already?
We're just you're just outside of the mouth of the cave.
Oh, I thought we were in the cave already. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, you're in the mine, and then you notice that there's a different style of
The gape of the hole.
in the side of the mine, and it does keep going on,
Can I
but
walk in?
but you haven't walked inside of it. Do you want to?
I'm just saying, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I move carefully.
Okay, so you're gonna walk in
I
stealth.
wanna no.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Another one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it felt
I mean, now that you're actually going into it. Oh my lord.
No, I'm a halfling. I don't
Yep.
have roll ones.
That's true. I forgot about that. You monster.
Oh yeah.
Is that cocked or?
No, it's not.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, 12 plus like 72.
12 plus 12.
Holy shit!
I have expertise and stuff.
I thought you said you were not.
No.
You were not.
I put it down the sheet. And my other expertise is in deception.
Yeah. So that's pretty typical for real. But anyway, awesome. Great. So you pass by. He can't see anything, or he can't see you, or whatever. You're walking by. You're not noticed. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm like very much the Princess Shooty thing because this thing's good, this thing ain't better.
18.
Awesome. So you're not super used to having dark vision, but so the grayscale's kind of throwing you off. But you do notice a little bit in the distance, just outside of your vision, there's some strange movement, like a wall is shifting.
You know it's 60 feet, right?
I know.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like a wall is shifting. Like part of that there is there is something over there. And you can't really make it out, but it's definitely there. So what do you guys do?
Does any deep scan or anything else?
Nope. You see
Can I
nothing.
get closer? Stealthing me.
Sure. Go ahead and make another stealth
Oh
check.
my god.
Yeah. You're stealthing to it.
Yeah, it's been.
God damn. I want to get in range with one.
Okay. So
I was trying to get in there and see what the fuck we're looking at. I'm trying to get in for info.
Okay, but you're getting in range of it, like to attack.
Whatever is
No.
I just need to
Investigating.
visually see what the
Okay.
fuck it is. What is this thing?
Go ahead.
So I can get details.
Go ahead. Go do your thing.
Yeah. It's not here.
God damn.
Oh shit. That is bad.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait,
So it's
I mean,
17.
it's
right?
stealth. You want stealth?
Yeah. So
Okay.
17. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you sneak up. It makes another couple like questionable gestures, like a little bit of a change, but it doesn't get anything directly from you. You do get a closer look at it. It does in fact have 8 legs, and the hide is very very. Its legs are under it, and they're really thick. Not quite like elephant legs, but the nails on them, the
Talons?
the talons, thank you, are long and kind of dragging across as he's moving and shifting.
Does that tail?
It does have a tail, and the tail is really wide compared to the legs themselves. You can tell that it's kind of low to the ground, and on its back it's almost like spilling over with armor.
Spilling over with armor.
Yeah, it has that appearance. Like,
Would I have ever seen a creature like this before?
go ahead and make a intelligence check. No. I guess this would be a history check. Yeah, that makes more sense.
History or...
Let's do history. That makes more
That
sense.
makes some intelligence, so...
Yeah, but it's adding a little bit more. If anything.
The one you're thinking of is
16?
like this.
Wait, 15!
15. So you're looking at this thing, and from the back, from the angle that you have, you can't really make out what it is. You can tell that it's. Thank you. Yeah, you can't really tell exactly what it is. You can tell that it's a monster. You can tell that it's moving. You can tell that it has a head, it has a tail, has a body, and legs, obviously. But that's about as much as you can get.
Okay. Is it doing anything in particular?
It is. There's a pile of something on the ground. You can't really make it out, but around the same area, you see a small tag that says, "Hello, my name is Ryan."
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any like powder kegs or anything in here that I see?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Did you ask for a cash?
You mean what?
What did you say?
Powdered head. Right?
Yeah,
The powder head.
he walked up to it and asked it, "Hey, do you have any cash on you?"
No,
You
like
break
a
it
cash,
down?
like a cash, like if they had left like a miner's cash behind. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm gonna
Back up.
sneak back to my friends.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Jesus
Christ.
Listen, man, this is how.
What happens if I fly away?
Does your brother have all?
Maybe we have to do that one.
I have winged boots, bitch.
I don't know that. Is that your green item you picked?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, you can if you want.
Do I make noise? Not flying?
We'll give you advantage.
What's my green item?
Sweet.
How
I don't think I need it.
How do winged boots work?
So I can fly up to 4 hours.
And you have, it's once per day or something like that?
I can flip to 4 hours. And the boots charge up every 12 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So every 12 hours.
Basically,
you
I
get
can
certain
fly.
charges. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you want to do that, you can. You don't have to.
That's right.
I just gotta make sure that I'm not making enough noise.
Yeah, of course.
Alright.
So you are going to use your charge of
Yeah,
flying.
I didn't even think about reading that novel.
Like I say, I can't get too high. I don't want to get noticed. I just don't want to get
That's
noticed.
true. Yeah. It's funny, but getting high actually does increase the paranoia of it, but not actually the noticeability.
Reaction. Oh.
Yeah. I'm joking. Continue.
What's this one?
Oh,
Is that,
6.
I think your hat is covering the shade.
It's
Oh,
6.
it's 6. Yeah, 6 and 5. That was
6 was 12.
advantage worth doing. 6 was 12. 18. Yeah. So you kind of float off the ground. A couple pebbles shift under you, and it looks around again, but it doesn't notice you as you fly off to your friends.
19.
So for the sake of speed, we'll say that you relayed all this, the corpse of Ryan, all that. All right.
What's the plan, guys?
Is there anything in particular that you want to say other than what you saw?
Oh, it's already there.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, what's the plan? What do you think the plan is? What should we do here?
Is it given its back to the entrance, or is it facing the entrance, or like what am I expecting when I look at it?
It was facing its back towards the entrance. It was really going ham on whatever pile of shit it was. It was still eating Ryan.
Yeah, we'll see that.
Consuming Ryan. Is that what you said?
Give me a retroactive
It was
perception check.
consuming Private Ryan. What?
Give me another perception check, just in retrospect. Jesus Christ.
What? Is that a what?
13.
You kind of just
Yeah,
glided
you
down.
noticed that even though the hole or this little like cavern is not, you notice that it's not consistent with what the mine shaft was, but you do notice that these similar crystalline rocks are protruding from many of the walls, with a lot of their like jagged ends just poking out to it.
Question.
Yes.
How many of these are on the roof?
Let's say you see.
Are they big?
You don't see many, but the roof is also not incredibly high. It's maybe 10 feet up.
Damn, it's not big.
Yeah, exactly.
How big was this creature?
The creature
Is it
was made. It's definitely large. It's definitely like
Does
you
it
could say
reach-
probably 30 feet in length.
Okay. Does it?
That's wait,
30
tail.
feet in length?
Tail.
Yeah. Now that
Does
said, it does have a pretty short, stocky tail.
Okay. Does it reach from floor to ceiling in width? You're saying it's 10 feet. 10 feet's not a lot in width. You're saying that
In height.
No. Well, yes. Okay.
The height of this area is up to 10 feet, but obviously.
And you said lengthwise it's 30 feet.
of this area.
No.
is-
You're saying that the creature.
Yeah,
No, we're
it's
talking.
like
We're
30
talking
feet.
about the roof
Yes,
of the cave area.
Yeah, the roof of the cave is about 10
Yes,
feet.
yes,
The
that's
creature
what-
itself is maybe 30 feet in length.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how tall is the creature?
Yeah.
Probably maybe 8 feet tall, maybe 6 or so. Like 7 or 8.
But I didn't see any big stalactites.
Probably equally like
yeah,
8, 9 feet in width.
I didn't see
Okay.
any
So
big
it does
stalactites.
almost span from
Mm-hmm.
like if it's on the side. Let's say like if this is a hole. I'm imagining it's
Now,
like
now that being said, it is not. Whenever he walked in, your vision caught the edges of the wall that you walked into, and then kind of went void, and then went blank for a while.
So you can't see much.
Yeah, you're not familiar with exactly how far you can see in dark vision, but you can tell that it was hard to tell very far away things. You did meet up with a wall behind to where the monster was, but and then you were able to make your way back, but you couldn't see exactly the depth of this
What the fuck am I gonna do?
point in the cabin.
But there was no stalactites up on that roof.
There were a small amount.
Not
There
big ones.
weren't. They weren't extremely protruding. They weren't regular. There were some here or there, and you can tell that they were rather than being like cleanly polished out and stuff. They were still pretty dirty, and there were areas where it was just completely avoided. So maybe instead of it being 10 feet tall there, it was maybe 8 feet tall there, or 7 feet tall.
I was just wondering if there's any stalactites right over to that asshole.
Not
Because I like gravity and I like physics.
Not that you saw. There was some nearby.
Oh well.
There was some nearby, but none
We
directly
can always coerce them into.
Hey, I mean, what happens later? What happens in the cave stays in the cave.
Alright, so
What do we do? I can go back and get a position, be nice and hidden. Or you can charge in and just fucking go bananas.
Okay. I want to go in there, and I want to get on top before it notices that we're going at it. I don't want it upset. I want it to be like, what's on
You
me.
want 1 element of
Not like-
surprise.
Right.
Alright, I got you.
So I'm going to run from behind
Wait.
it.
I can hide in there. I can get in there and get on top of it.
he can fly onto it,
I can fly.
and he has the same acid as you.
I have the same answer.
Okay.
He can fly. He can fly. He can talk.
And now I'll give you my acid
Stop the
then.
saying, stop the saying.
You pour.
I have my own acid.
Pour acid on.
Yeah, I'll pour from the flame. Let's get close and pour it on.
Okay, so I do have a torch.
Pour on its head?
Pour it on its head.
Alright.
Try to get its eyes.
That was the one thing I needed to know.
So I don't.
So it can't see.
It's a dangerous proposition you're asking me. Let's do it.
Any of the things from parts.
Listen, man, don't look at me.
Double acid to the eyes. Ah! In your face,
To
bitch!
the head.
Happy birthday to
And
you.
then we'll
Alright.
have headshots.
Wait. We're assuming that his eyes are on the top
Oh, yeah,
of his
thank
head,
Go for it.
as opposed to the sides.
Can we tell where its eyes
Thank you for
are?
doing that.
Alright, so,
Can we tell where the eyes are?
He could tell where his head was.
so we can't see his eyes. So
Uh,
for all we
you-
know,
you
for all we know,
could have no
he's
eyes.
for all we know, he's
Like, is he a whale? Or is he like.
a lizard.
Yeah, you couldn't concretely see, or he couldn't concretely see where his eyes were. But again, he could see where the head was, and from that you might discern that most beasts, most monsters do have eyes on their head or are near their head.
Just go for the head.
Alright. Oh. Give me your bottle. I got you.
I'll give him my vial.
So you take the gun.
Put it in my pouch.
All right.
Alright. Alright, guys. I'm gonna give me the signal. Alright? Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find out. Just be ready. Alright?
Okay, so I'm gonna move into position.
What is
I
position?
want to move into. What?
You're not a stealth.
Okay, but let me. Can I?
Raise
Yeah.
your ass all the way.
Well, once you finish vaping, and then we'll have this conversation. No worries, no worries.
Yeah, how to.
You can.
I hear you.
So, sorry. Go ahead. What do you want to do?
So he's gonna go ahead of us.
Okay.
As he goes ahead,
Okay.
I want to slowly move into. I want to slowly move into the position.
Okay.
I can show you how I win.
Starting a war.
Try to find like maybe one of the bigger boulders that he hid behind to stealthily get close to him.
They're okay.
What the hell's wrong with
So
you?
he didn't tell you there were any boulders,
Well, that's what I said. I was like, if there's any boulders,
right?
I'm
But
going to, but I have no idea.
they're yeah. He did not see any boulders, nor did he use boulders to get there.
So he just walked on in.
Basically, he just like
Apparently.
kind of.
Apparently.
Hey, you rolled a high enough soft of foot stealth.
You see these
What?
Alright,
Jordans?
so I want you
They're
to order.
They're silky.
Yeah.
They're silky. Jordans. Jordans. Air Jordans.
Oh, okay.
Respect the wings.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna stealthily move into
Comparing the
position,
events, like the timeline, so I can-
staying a good amount of away from him as he goes to do what he needs to do. I want to,
Okay, okay.
Just saying.
I had to clear that.
I can help you through
in
it.
order to, if he is facing away from the entrance,
Mm-hmm.
we have his rear end facing us.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we need to get his attention to the right direction.
Uh-huh.
So I would want to shoot like a firing arrow, like a warning arrow, as he pours the acid. When he pours the
I'll
acid.
give you the signal.
No, he'll give me the signal.
You'll hear it. I think you'll fucking probably scream.
You guys are all talking about this? Or whispering?
We're whispering.
Okay, but you guys are talking about this.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go on.
So I'm gonna shoot a warning arrow, so it'll face our direction, and then she can go ahead with her penetrating. What is it? She has the hammer.
That's not what I'm starting with.
You're not starting with that? Oh god.
Mm-mm.
So we have a vulnerable. We have a vulnerable whatever it is.
Depend. Okay.
So what is your plan?
What's your plan?
Because at this point we're already assuming that he successfully has dropped the acid into this thing's eyes. Hopefully it is on the top of his head because we still don't know that. We don't know where his eyes are. We don't even know if he has eyes. There are creatures that will use only their ears to move around. If you haven't seen the movie,
Bats?
no, they have eyes though.
Well, I mean, they do.
No,
and they
I'm
have
talking
pretty
about
decent
the,
vision.
I'm talking about the John Krasinski movie.
Oh, the clickers, or whatever they're called.
Tremors?
Tremors too. But no, the Silent Hills, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Pyramid heads?
No, the movie that he just came out with.
with
A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. There you go. Well, anyway, point is, John Krasinski is eating Ryan on the other side of the of the.
We gave the monster a name.
John Krasinski.
Yep, we gave him a name. Now we can't put him down.
You okay?
Okay, well.
Something fishy.
Okay, so my plan
Mhm.
is when the creature is wounded in the head or blinded or whatever, I want to go to the side of it. Like I'm gonna run. How good of a runner am I?
30 feet.
What's your 30 feet?
She's a dwarf.
I thought it was 25.
You sure? Check.
I'm
not
No,
sure.
no,
She's
but
not
like
small.
how quick
I
am
know
I?
that mine's is 25 because I'm
We'll
small.
say 30.
But she's medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, but like, am I like? Hold on.
she has mithril plate, right? Then okay, she doesn't have disadvantage on stealth checks, so that's cool. But either way, you can move 30 feet. So that's
Okay.
fine.
So I want to do a spell.
Mhm.
It's a touch spell though,
Mhm.
and it's inflict wounds, and I want to do like necrotic damage.
Sorry, I just realized, yes, that is a spell, but technically everyone has that spell if they have like a sword or something. I will cast a spell of inflict wounds. Ah!
Oh, but I thought that would like damage its like tough skin.
Yeah, and I think that's what it does, but I just think it's like a ridiculous
I don't
name
have
to give a
that.
spell.
Oh, I thought you. Okay.
No.
I get it.
That's why I said I'm doing a spell. It's called inflict wounds.
Let me look at that. Yeah.
It's a necrotic damage.
I'm gonna.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. It's Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So make a melee spell attack, so it's part of a melee attack. So you attack. It's basically smite.
Yeah.
So you make an
Oh,
attack,
okay.
and then if you hit with it,
Mm-hmm.
then it takes an additional 3d10 necrotic damage.
Okay, so I have to. Okay.
Yeah, you actually have to hit for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit with that other thing, my warhammer.
Okay.
That has the
Say a prayer for
penetrate.
That's really fucking.
And
That's a first level spell too.
Wow.
Dim sum.
I thought about
wait.
giving you the shield that floats.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
So you can use
I'm going
1d10
to.
Warhammer, two-handed.
I'm going to use a level
Next.
3 spell slot
Uh,
or level 2 spell slot.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna do an extra 1d10 of damage.
An extra 1d10.
So that's your plan.
That's what you're gonna. Yeah. Okay.
So something you can tell is that something that he told you was that the exact distance of how far away the monster is, you weren't able to truly discern. But he was probably more or less like 60 or 70 feet away. From the entrance. So you guys aren't able to see him from the entrance, but as you start moving in, you'll be able to see him better because that's the edge of your dark.
Okay, so then so if we move in 30 feet, we're already in range of seeing him.
As you start moving in, yeah, you'll start to see him.
We're not in range of attack.
Definitely not in range.
No,
Well, unless you have a long range spell.
I am.
I do have a long range.
Yeah.
You're both in range.
Yeah, you're both in range of that particular spell, but as far as melee, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Right, we're in range because it's a ranged spell.
Exactly.
Well, and I have a ranged weapon, so.
Exactly, yeah.
You're alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well.
Okay, so she's gonna start with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't start with that because that's a touch.
Okay, so
No,
she
we're
can't
not
use the
close
melee.
enough.
So she can't use the melee, so she can't start with that. So what do you think is your next best thing? Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
My next best thing, I could do
Alright, I'm
what is
gonna.
I don't guiding bolt.
Guiding
Guiding
bolt?
bolt is a spell, so you would roll to do damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you're high enough, that will do damage to it. And it gives advantage to the next person who attacks.
Okay.
Do you cantrips that do damage?
Alright.
I do, but I don't know how.
Sacred Flame and Toll the Dead, it's just, you say you want to do damage, and you do it.
Okay, so Sacred Flame, I didn't put how much the
I can look it up,
rolls
no
it.
worries.
Okay.
I think it's like
Alright,
1d.
well.
And what's the range?
So if she does Sacred Flame, what was it? He just said something. If she does Sacred Flame, how does it work?
The thing is that I want to hit it
The
with
target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. I'm sorry, 1d8 radiant damage.
It's a radius attack.
No, radiant as in like.
Oh, gotcha.
You have to be within 60 feet to do it.
right. It's 1d
1d8.
1d8 with 60 feet.
And it's a cantrip, so that's nice. Funnily enough, it doesn't scale with. It does scale with level, I'm sorry. So it would actually be 10 Yeah, I thought so, but it didn't specify in the spell. Yeah, I know.
I still want to do guiding
This one
bolt.
doesn't count.
Okay. That's fine.
I want to do guiding bolt because like this is so far like to me like I know we're not rolling with advantage at the I mean you are right. He's rolling with advantage because he doesn't know like he has not perceived that he's there.
Right. He gets if he were to sneak attack, yes.
Yes.
If he were to be able to successfully get up there, sneak to him and then attack, he would get advantage.
Okay, but
Sorry.
You just walk up to him, he'll get sneak attack. It's okay.
correct.
Yeah.
So I want to
That's
hit
true,
him
that's true.
since it's my first attack. I want to hit him with something stronger
Okay.
than a 1d8.
Alright, so I'm gonna fly.
Okay. So
Can I
you
hide amongst the stalactites in the roof?
yes. Again, there aren't that many protruding.
As long as it
But
doesn't
you
see
can
me, whatever his
definitely-
head is in.
Yeah. He's looking down. He's focused on Mr. Gosling, I guess. Poor Ryan. He's really focused on Ryan.
Can it be Ryan Reynolds?
You fly over. Why don't you give me a stealth check at advantage?
Just grow more limbs. Apparently you can even grow past
Wow.
the back, remember?
Both of them.
16 plus 12.
Yeah, so you're good. You fly up.
No, but the weird thing is that both of
bottom
them
lead.
rolled 16.
Oh shit. Okay.
I had double 20s the other day on disadvantage. So I was
Okay.
like, disadvantage this.
Yeah. So you sneak up to him. You're right above him. What are you gonna do?
Alright, well, I just have to pour this acid?
Yeah. That's what you were told.
That's what we were told by the sneaky ass little thingy-majigger, koala wannabe.
Koala wannabe?
Yeah, koala wannabe.
Okay.
You
Sure.
get attacked.
Yeah. I love fires too.
That's
Alright, go on. Sorry.
Alright, this is the acid.
right, he's a cat. I'm sorry.
This is the acid. Yeah.
Yes.
So you ready? You're gonna pop them. Awesome. You're gonna pour them out. All right.
And what happens?
So go ahead and roll. You're gonna roll 3d20.
I'm telling you that
One of
now.
them. Well, it's 2 attacks. The first one's at advantage. You know what? You're doing it at the same time. Why don't you roll just one roll for both of them, but at advantage?
And this would be Dex?
This would be no. This is just an attack. So
I
it'd
know,
be.
but-
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Let's say that. That makes sense.
19, 14.
All right. Awesome.
19. plus. Well, my dex is 3, but I'll get if it's a improvised weapon, throwing weapon, or whatever.
I'll give it an improvised weapon.
So plus 6.
Okay, plus 6. So yeah, you successfully take it off and you pour it and you aim properly to. What were you aiming for again? I'm sorry.
Well,
Just trying to get over its head, kind of thing.
like get it, yeah, like get it.
Trying to see if we can find the hair.
Okay, so the acid pours out and it's definitely liquidy. It's not like viscous or anything like puddling out or anything, but it hits his head and you can hear the as it starts, as some of his hide starts flaking up and you can hear him and he starts looking around and flailing around a bit more.
Okay.
You're above him now.
Well, you haven't even asked if it made a hole or not.
Oh yeah, I don't. Well, he's telling me.
Oh,
Sure.
wow, okay.
Well, okay, so
you
you
just said the scales started moving around. I don't know.
The scales start flaking up.
Flaking
a
up
little
or
bit.
flaking off?
Flaking up.
Oh, like she'll feel bad about
Mhm.
it, she'll say.
And you notice that a lot of the hide is still very thick on there. You have applied the acid.
So we did not hit its eyes.
So let me write this down. No, you were from what you can tell, you can't. You didn't hit his eyes.
I'm gonna take this time to poison my dagger.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Before you roll initiative, I'm poisoning my dagger.
You know what? That's not how that works. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, I said it for you.
We're all rolling initiative?
Actually, you know what? No.
It's fine.
You.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm just asking.
No. I'm thinking what would this look like?
I already see the image in my head. Just letting you
Grab
know.
the other one. What's on my
You know what?
pancake?
He starts flailing around, and he's actually pretty tall, so he's gonna start flailing around and stuff.
You said he was only
He
8
makes
to
an
9 feet
attack.
tall.
You're right. But the roof is also only 10
So he
feet.
only has a foot. You're telling me he has a ruler to be flying over this guy.
He's
No,
short.
He's 3 feet. I know he's short, but
7
like,
to 8 feet tall.
okay, so what? He's this.
Next time. So you stop asking questions.
You know what? He rolls
So
a.
I am making him. I'm making this as real as possible for him.
He just wants to move along.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he flails around, but you were able to back up enough with your wings, and
It's
he doesn't,
fine, bitch.
and he doesn't hit you. Do you say that?
I mean,
That's fine. If you say that, that's
he's trying to hit me. He's trying to attack me, no?
Yeah.
Does he know I'm there?
Yeah, he's trying to flail around and hit.
He knows I'm there.
You don't know.
I will not say
He's
anything.
asking.
I will not say anything. Him making enough noise.
Okay, so you guys hear the and the flying around and the flinging
Okay,
of
here's a
bits
question.
of brine and rocks.
Not a question.
Uh-huh.
Can I perceive from where I am
Mm-hmm.
that there has been damage done to this creature?
Where are you?
I am
We're
within
30
range. We said we're about. You
we're
said he
30
was
feet
60
away.
feet in, right?
Okay. Well, you did not say that you actually moved in. He said he was flying in.
I told you that I followed him.
You followed him?
We
Yes,
all
I
followed
followed.
him.
I said I followed far away enough to get in position to shoot him. And we said this.
Okay.
You have to make stealth checks, you idiots.
Yeah, make a stealth check. Both you guys. If you guys both followed him, then make stealth checks.
Oh god. That would have helped him with the stealth check.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, I jumped everywhere. What is it?
what
The
is it?
7,
It's-
but
it's
it was a 17.
no, that's
That
not how
was
that
a
works.
That's how it works.
No, I know, but I'm like upset.
What is it? 7 plus what?
Yeah,
Is that a natural 2 or 1? Is that a natural 1?
No.
No, it's a 4.
I can't see it.
7. I got a 9.
Okay, then I'm sorry. You wouldn't have been able to. You know
You
what?
guys fuck off.
Yeah.
You're gonna take back my
So can
all
we
the
just-
shit that I did?
Okay, fine. Since
You
you
know
didn't, wait.
I'll give you this. I'll give you this. You're able to pour off one bottle before these guys before these guys trying to creep up and stuff.
Can I
start
at least
crunching
keep the
onto
second
ground.
bottle?
Yeah. You can
Okay.
keep the second bottle.
Fine.
But yeah, these guys crunch and you pour and it kind of like goes across his neck as he moves and starts making his way. And you,
And my decision?
You
my
guys-
my direction?
Let's roll initiative.
Okay, fine.
I still have to wait for the signal.
I don't think she was
So let's
put
do
together.
this. Let's do
in-
this.
like,
Two is initiative. Oh, I'm just doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, generous
Oh,
thoughts,
sorry, no then.
like, oh, you're
What's my initiative? 2.
So let's say it's-
How much dex do you have?
Oh, no,
Shit.
Oh yeah, I have a ton of dex.
15.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so
You drew around.
Oh,
sure.
Sorry, I'm gonna borrow this real quick.
I got an 8.
Yoink!
I got an 8.
That makes it more erasing power. Erasing plus 7.
Oh, you're right.
I got an 8.
You got an 8? Okay.
That's it. David got better.
Sorry, I stole it.
Yeah, I got 14.
I think that works out.
So we'll do.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh.
It's hilarious though that you're drawing around.
I know, you couldn't have moved his glasses?
Oh, I didn't even notice the glasses.
Jesus, dude.
Where? Oh, this might be
the
the
steps that I think they go.
Second
Like,
rose.
there's a
Roll for initiative, player.
Yes, I'm going.
We'll do it like that.
No, but now it's fine.
That works.
Like, what is your-
Please roll
Yeah.
high. Please roll
That's
high.
really clear.
Alright, we're gonna use the squishy right now.
9
No plus.
Alright.
plus.
Even though he's not really big enough.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
That's fine, we get it. We got the image in our head though.
I have like these words.
Go ahead and position yourselves, because you are.
Fine. I was
This is
wait,
you,
wait,
right?
wait.
He is right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm probably-
You're above him.
I'm supposed to be like above him.
Yeah, exactly. Let's.
Like, don't just put me down on the side.
Yeah, let's say you're
on
right.
top.
Or, you know what? Let's
You have 5
say.
bases.
I mean, I don't. But what I do
So,
have.
like, if I'm not useful enough, I can get rid of the other ones.
Yoink.
I think also on a deeper
There we
level, like,
Ta-da. Here you go, sir.
That works.
internalizing that message of only
So-
useful.
What did you roll?
Okay,
honey?
you said I roll. Oh, he rolled an 8. I'm like,
we
we said like 30 feet in, so about halfway.
Roll 8 total.
Oh.
And I rolled a 14.
So I rolled 1 better than you.
14?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guido, you got an 8.
I got an 8.
I got a 9.
Drusilla got a 9. You got a 14?
14.
What does this thing
I'm
now?
only
Let's find out.
good if I'm
Please roll a 1.
That makes sense. If I stay out of the way. So I wrote this.
18 plus.
Motherfucker.
You know what I can do, actually?
Learning how to stay out of the way.
I'm lucky it's broken around.
Easy going. And so now that's
What?
where-
I was
Oh, you're gonna re-roll?
where
I was
I'm
thinking about it.
You can if you want. No worries.
Yeah, it's
extending
fine.
boundaries or whatever.
It's fine.
because I was praised. Oh, you're so easy going and so easy. I don't have to worry
Give me a
about
quick
it.
second to type this
Now
out.
they're like,
Are you gonna re-roll it or
not saying
no?
what
No,
I
he's not.
don't like.
Um,
Because
So
then that
first
makes it
up
hard
is
to
this
learn.
guy.
I want my sneak attack to land.
And also wondering what the equivalent
That
would
was
be for that.
Oh,
Because
okay.
she's a bigger personality. I don't think that works for
Yeah.
her, so I'm saying I wonder what the parallel would be.
Next is
Do you think
I was thinking about the
Yeah.
Arvindal.
like
Art, Barbie and Kendall.
for a short period.
Fuck you.
Next is Drusilla.
To work as a period.
And next is
It's really not that hard of a name.
not Gweedo. Gweedo. Awesome.
Yeah. Everything's
Like it?
Gweedo.
I think you could have.
Jesse
never-
Mike thought of
you never heard that
something.
word? Guido? Funny
course.
enough,
Yeah.
Is
you
this
wanna
your
know
first
what-
sitting?
Where?
You know, it's not the. That's usually slang for an Italian American,
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
right?
Okay.
Sorry.
I
This
got it from
isn't
a
as
name
bad.
generator.
It's been
From
boring ones.
a halfling
Or pretty
name
good.
At least this
generator.
one's been funny.
I was like, you're kidding me, Guido? I
Yeah.
was like, I'm freaking Guido.
Yeah. You kidding me? Mild amounts of racism? Yes.
Mild amounts of- Large amounts of racism, I mean.
Alright,
It's
so
also olive skin.
is this how it's set up?
So he's from Sicily, in other words.
You were moving so you said you were kind of being within
Yeah, he's within the range of mine.
where
He's
where
with,
are they
she's with me.
specifically?
I'm just wondering.
Okay, you're just next one.
No.
What's one
Okay.
next week?
So he hears you guys' steps. He turns his head to you. You see like this blue glow through your dark vision, because dark vision is monochrome. So you notice that a little bit of the blue is shining on the floor, and as he charges you.
Yeah.
So he's charging. We see a blue glow on the floor. So can we
Yes.
perceive that his eyes are
And
at
he
the
moves
bottom of his head?
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do. He moves 30. Well, yeah. So
That's a 30 feet because
He
you
moves
said
up to
we
you
were
guys?
in 30.
Yeah,
and then
we're
he
gonna
was-
say because it's width, he's gonna attack both of you guys. So both of you guys need to make a roll, or I'm sorry, you guys were checking your AC against.
Wait, it reaches 10?
Actually,
holy fuck. He reaches 10?
Sorry?
He has reach? Yes, like 10?
Oh no, he's charging.
He's charging.
But he's also like 10 feet wide.
Oh.
So he's just doing that. So you guys need to make a. He's charging at you guys.
Dodge,
What are
bitch!
you guys doing?
Dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
What So you're trying to move out of the way?
Yeah, so
No,
dexterity, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you gonna try to move out of the way, or are you gonna
Of
try
course.
to?
Yeah.
Perfect. So go ahead and make dexterity checks.
Just grab it, bro.
Let's say, yeah, just straight up dexterity.
Funny with me.
7.
+2.
Yeah. So 9.
9. Okay.
13.
Although my natural dexterity though is 15, so I don't really know.
Sorry,
how
13?
13.
Plus your dexterity?
There's no plus.
Plus, perfect. So, sorry, what did you say?
No, I was just reading that my natural dexterity is 15, so I don't know.
Awesome. So
I don't
you
know
guys
why my
did-
stats so crap.
Why are they crap? Because you didn't make
So he charges into you guys, and you guys take 7, 8, 15, 25,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage.
Yep.
dead.
I'm almost dead.
Like each?
Each, yeah.
Each?
Oh, okay.
That's against the
And there's no reason for him to know.
that's against what number? Against
Your hit points.
Your hit points.
motherfucking. So I'm essentially an invalid at this point.
What do you mean? Are you?
I am 39 points.
Yeah, so you subtract 20.
Yes, I understand how this works. I'm not.
Okay.
I do teach math.
What,
You know
what,
this.
what do you want me to tell you? You subtract it, and there you
Jesus
go. That's where you're
Christ.
at.
Oh shit, we're gonna die.
Now we good. Alright.
So I have 12 hit points left.
Bless you.
There you go.
Great. Cool. Good.
So when are we gonna start actually attacking?
Well, as soon as you want to. So it is now. Actually, let me write this out. So 29.
And that was purposeful.
About choice.
Oh my god.
Bless you.
To
Let's
Arv and Drew. Okay. So Arvindal, it's your turn. What do you do?
Die.
No. What do you do?
Hold on.
I'm guessing you're gonna run away and shoot your fucking arrows.
Okay, I have
Kind of the thing, because they're like, it's copy and paste.
in my pack
Mhm.
of the items you allowed me to bring.
Yeah.
In theory, you could put your cell phone down.
Maybe I should. I don't know. Can I actually do anything with 12 hit points?
So he could
Am I still moving? What
Yes.
kind of damage have I taken to
A
this
lot of
point?
damage.
This thing slams into
Yes.
you, and this
I
thing,
fly back. Do I break a leg? Do I break an
You
arm?
don't fly. You don't fly back.
Over there,
But this thing hits you where you,
and right
yeah, you feel like you have a broken rib,
like,
maybe 2 or 3,
Or
and,
4?
And you fall on the ground,
Okay.
and you can quickly enough pick yourself back up.
Okay.
But you feel like you can move, but you obviously have taken
Okay.
a big hit and you don't feel great.
As he charges, he kept going. Is he
Let's
going
say-
through us, or is he just like he hits and he stops?
Let's say you're right that he does hit you guys and keep
Have
going.
to be on audio.
Okay.
So let's say he goes to here, and you guys are now here.
Okay.
right?
So we did not fly. We just fell over.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna go. Ramp goes to show
Okay,
off
so
the
now-
neighbors again.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this situation, we're trying to get into my camera.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to shoot him
Make that situation awkward for Rick.
with the.
That's really funny.
And then
I have the piercing
because it's-
armor arrows that you enchanted.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, no, you have the piercing armor bow.
Bow, right? Piercing armor bow, which essentially is the arrow will now pierce. Whatever. Okay.
No, it's actually when you hit him with this.
Man, my
Alright,
sweet
go ahead.
boy, that's such a dumb idea.
Okay, so
He runs out,
I'm gonna try shooting him. So I'm gonna attack. Okay. I'm gonna aim for.
Pants just slightly.
Can I decide this? I can decide. Oh, I can try to decide.
You can
this,
most
right?
certainly try.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to go for his Achilles.
But yeah, he
Make an intelligence check.
goes far as behind me.
And you know what? Make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
I run,
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
all goes away,
You know what? No. Go ahead and make
and he crashes.
an animal handling check
He literally crashes.
with
Blood pressure.
disadvantage.
Do I have animal handling?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay.
Also definitely see-
With disadvantage.
So no advantage essentially. No plus 2.
No.
No.
You do get the plus 2, but you roll it twice and pick the lower.
I figure.
Like,
What if I?
okay.
Okay.
But like, if you've ever
18?
actually,
18.
Okay, roll again.
But here's the thing, it's not that doesn't make sense
Which one?
because you have to get to
18.
the point where you're
Okay, good.
calm.
So
Plus 2, so 20.
Okay, awesome. So you
Okay, yeah,
you can tell where this monster where his vulnerable spot for
Yeah.
on one of his legs is.
Okay.
You haven't recognized what the monster is, but you can tell that how the mechanism of an animal's leg works, so that you can
I
shoot
missed
it.
an opportunity.
So,
Okay.
what are you gonna do? Now that you have this information, what are you gonna do?
Fix his legs, his vulnerable spot?
Yeah.
Well,
he
because
knows-
I want to shoot his. I want to stop him. Like I want to stop him from moving. So I said I would shoot at his Achilles. His Achilles.
Does he have 6 fucking legs?
He has
Listen,
8.
listen,
Let 7 more?
let him.
I will. He can do his
Yeah,
thing.
let him have his fun. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll for it.
Yeah, bitch.
And we'll add an additional +2 because of that information to your.
Is the thing here
Yes, that's where he is now.
and some here?
We'll worry about that in just a moment. No worries.
Okay.
You said I have another +2. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
another
because of the
+2.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Moving out.
15, and then you said 1d6
Not that.
No.
for
That's
the.
damage.
Oh, okay,
So it's-
sorry, that's right. So I got 15.
Plus your attack roll,
My attack is fuck. Where is it?
your proficiency, and then whatever you added for the enchantment, the piercing enchantment. Did you write that down?
Yeah, the piercing enchantment you said was you. That's what I was reading. The 1d6 was for the damage.
That's for damage. though.
Okay,
That-
but
that's not for.
You didn't give me anything other information than that.
It was +10 for the fucking.
for the sword,
For
but for the
for the bow,
piercing towards the bow.
you didn't.
If I said 1d6, that is of extra damage.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're hitting it. You're hitting his armor class, right?
Because I was pretty sure your bow does more, being a longbow.
So, what did you roll?
+3. Oh, sorry, +3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 18.
You're so busy.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous too. So. Anyway, what?
Nervous with us? Really? Look at us. Come on, guys.
So, okay, so +3.
18.
Yeah, plus the other 2.
So 21. Sorry,
18 plus
20.
2,
Sorry,
math
sorry.
teacher.
20. 20. Shut up. Jesus.
He teaches your child. Children.
Hey.
All right, you.
I'm a goddamn PE
so
teacher.
you pull your bow back. You get hit. You get knocked to the floor, and you stand back up.
I'm a goddamn PE teacher. What?
I was.
Yeah.
I'm not anymore.
Not yet.
I'm a classroom teacher now.
So you get
No, I'm
knocked.
teaching music next year.
So you get knocked by this thing charging. You're on one knee, and you stand up, and you quickly shoot your bow out, and it hits the leg, and it chinks off.
It chinks off.
How much did
It
you
hits
do?
and goes.
How much did you
20.
do? Holy fucking God.
Jesus Christ.
We're so good.
No offense.
Ian.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
So you did.
What are you doing?
So that was 20 damage.
No,
Shit,
that was.
asshole.
um,
You're a fucking dick.
doesn't hit.
So
A 20.
If you
A
roll,
20 doesn't hit. How does the 20 not hit?
His armor class is better. Duh.
Yeah.
That's how.
God damn it, Mickey.
Wait, listen to me.
Yeah.
If I roll an attack, what do I add here?
If you roll an attack, you roll.
+5 when you attack.
Oh, okay.
When you get damage.
With my spells too?
No,
Plus
that's
5.
your spells. You
It
add.
would be on the other one. It would be on the other sheet, but we don't have the other sheet.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But it's your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency.
Which is plus actually.
Dude. Okay, so
It's
So
it's 5.
6?
So
It's
it bounces
actually
off.
plus 6.
I have
Plus
You have
6.
movement.
I have movement.
Remember, you can attack
All right,
and move. In the
I'm
same
gonna move away.
Okay.
Just move
Go ahead
away.
and move, or go ahead and tell
So it's
Raph
just
where you're
it's just 30. Just move forward towards your. Can you move mine?
Where do you want to
Towards you. Just it's 30 feet. So I don't know. Figure it out.
Is it 5
Yeah,
feet?
that's it.
Where?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. I'm still in range, so we're good.
You definitely.
It obviously doesn't have a fucking.
You're
Claudia,
on- you're on-
it is.
Where's the
Yep,
exit?
it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do
The
guiding
exit is
bolt.
closest to you. Okay, guiding bolt.
And I want to try to hit it as much as
Yeah.
close.
You hit her.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
You
she
did a
hit
dex
both
save,
of you.
right?
Dex
You did
save.
a dex save.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Yeah,
my
it
armor
was a
class.
dex save. Yeah.
So what that looked like is that you were trying to move out of the way, and you left your shield down so you can move, and he hit
You
you
look like
from
fat
behind,
asses
and you
with
still
these balls
took that
like
hit,
this.
even though
Okay.
it was.
So I'm gonna try to hit it where I'm assuming the organs are in the heart area, belly.
You know I hate you right now, right?
Huh?
Hate you too, bud.
All right.
All right.
More of a
So
neck
you're
here.
gonna try to hit.
Yes.
Does guiding bolt need somatic and verbal?
It is.
Come on, Claudia.
Let's-
Apparently I can't
you know
shoot
what?
for shit.
Let's say that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just a roll. So go ahead and roll wisdom plus your
Did you see this?
Yeah, wisdom plus
She did
proficiency.
it already.
Yeah, wisdom plus
You
proficiency.
did it before?
Okay.
Yes, when did she send that?
43.
17
ago.
plus 6.
That is.
Earlier.
Sorry, what is that? That's 24?
That's 23.
23.
Plus 6?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
23.
That
Okay, that's
is.
written that way.
Is that AC though? I'm sorry, let me double check. I want to say it's.
Did you hit? I don't
For
know.
23, we don't know.
Yeah, let me double check because I don't think it's strictly AC.
What?
Well, no, because I thought it was maybe like a save of some kind.
What the fuck did you throw at us?
Yeah, ranged spell attack. Never mind.
I think his
So-
goal was to
so
kill
it's
us since it's a one
It's
shot.
against AC. Okay. So, oh,
Well, how do you know?
Yeah.
I will fly the fuck out of here. Gweedo Furryfoot is a lover, not a fighter.
Kidding.
Holy
Very
shit.
Dude, I didn't never expect you guys to take
30.
29 fucking damage. Jesus Christ, how much you got? by the way?
I haven't done the math.
So-
I'm at 21.
okay. So you're at 21. First off, you hit him with a 23. You said. Okay.
Yes, I hit
You take your warhammer and you go.
No, I
what's
did
in-
guiding bolt.
What's, oh, you're right. I'm sorry. So your guiding bolt goes at him,
Uh-huh.
and it makes contact with the armor. And you see the spell start to fall in, and you see a lot of it just disperse off the side.
What the fuck?
Did it do any damage?
Not that you can tell. He keeps walking back. He keeps walking to the side. Now you do have a bonus action.
I vote we.
Okay, then I'm going at it.
Oh,
You have a
no,
bonus action,
actually,
which means you can heal.
railroad this shit. Just about the
That's it? Heal?
I think right now it's the only bonus action. you
She
have.
just
Then
hit
I
for
can't do it,
23.
then I
That's
can't-
3 more than
You
I
can do
did.
healing
I
word.
still didn't do shit.
You're the cleric.
Okay,
Your
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
is
job.
the guiding bolt that was a spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
spell
so you can
slot.
still do a cantrip.
Well, she can use healing word.
Oh, yeah.
She can do what?
Yeah, healing word is a bonus
Yeah.
action.
So you can heal.
Okay, so I'll
You can
heal.
heal yourself, or you can heal Dave.
I'll heal both. I mean, one
He's a
was.
spell that
Two
she
was,
did a
right?
spell. She has one
I'll
more
heal.
thing she
I'll
can
heal
do
David.
before
Okay.
What?
Sounds like a plan. What's the heal on
It
that? Do you
says
have
she
a-
wants to, or she
it's
can
plus
heal.
1
She's a
4. 1d4.
Yep, 1d4.
So
And then 1d4 plus per level, but I think I'm just gonna go with the save.
It's 1d4 plus your
No, we're still in
wisdom.
the area. I'm still in the area of
Okay.
monsters.
So I'm gonna do.
She's still
Oh, let
next
me
to
write
me.
that down.
1d4 plus 3? Where's the plus her spell level? Her level 3 is.
No,
But it says-
it's for
it
spell level,
says-
She used
and
the
then plus
spell.
her wisdom.
It,
And then it plus
apparently, like,
1d4
did
per
something,
level,
but then
that's what
most
I
of it
wrote.
Per
was
spell, yeah, per spell level that you want to cast. If you want your second level, you do 2d4.
I'm gonna do it second
The
level.
only thing that apparently
You're
worked
targeting
so
Dave?
far, sort of,
Yeah.
was the acid.
Okay,
one
so
acid bomb.
So it
Dave-
would be 2d4s
Once you go
plus
and
the
roll,
wisdom, which is 3. So
2 d4s.
wait, I have to get the d4s out.
Raph, go ahead and make a. You're seeing your friends get, or you're seeing your co-workers getting decimated down there. Go ahead and roll a.
Slide the fuck out?
No, a perception check at
Maybe that's the
disadvantage.
motivation of like, I don't do anything else.
Hey, why is this? Hey, I have a question. Why are
5. Perfect. So you're no. Listen to me.
You said perception.
Yes.
It's a 10.
Okay, that's fine. So you're so struck by your friends, quote unquote, getting hurt, you don't notice that you kind of fly into one of the spikes that are poking down. And as soon as you lightly touch it, it cuts quite past your armor, and you barely can pull back before it cuts into your skin. And even, like, it's a pretty hefty hit. Once you take a d4 of damage. Great. So take 3 damage.
Except, well, dodge that shit. Uncanny dodge.
Okay, take a point and a half of damage. 2 points. You know what? Take 1 point of damage. I'm a merciful guy. You take 1 damage from lightly grazing one of the crystalline metal shards that you can notice that are all around.
Are you killing me?
Are there any over it right now?
Over it, no. But you can see along the walls a couple of the shining, glimmering, crystalline structure poking out of the walls, as they are marked on the map.
Ooh.
There was some sort of.
Are there also ones up here?
Up there, like, other than the one you just bumped into, no.
So
Well, I mean,
the
other
one I
than
bumped
the
was
one
very big.
it's pretty big, but you also notice that it did not give at all when you bumped.
Yeah, but it's not like.
You lightly touched it and it didn't.
That's fine.
Who did you lend this to?
Who did I lend what to?
These
Nobody.
dice.
Okay, so
Look at this, and look at how it's supposed to look, and look at this.
well, no, because
I understand.
it's on the bottom.
No. This one's like the gold's gone.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. So, Claudia, what did you roll?
I understand.
I rolled 5 total with the 2 d4s
Uh-huh.
plus 3, so it's 8 healing.
Go
I
ahead.
get 8 hit points back.
I think this one's always been like this.
No, it hasn't.
Okay. Well, nobody's touched these with you.
I don't understand how that's done.
I'm pretty sure because I have some of them in here that have like a bunch of this. Like this happened to my red set. That it has
But
a
it
bunch
was,
that's
but it
not-
wasn't like that before. Something.
I don't know.
So-
I didn't.
So, Raph, if you want to share that information, you absolutely can. But anyway, it is now your turn, Mr. Gweedo.
Wait,
So, I'm sorry, Claudia, if you want to move, you can.
I guess I will. I'm gonna move away.
By the way, communication is a free action, so you can say it at any point.
bring it over the stalactite.
I guess
Now remember, it did hit both of you at the same time because you were in pretty close proximity.
right. So I moved 20 feet away.
And remember that you have a range of 30, so if you want to move a little bit more, you can.
Yeah.
Whichever you prefer.
You're right next to the stalactite.
One more.
Yeah, just remember I'm flying, so you can actually go through where
Okie doke, awesome. Why don't you guys, both of you guys who are walking, why don't you make stealth checks for me? Just
I mean, they're stealthing at this point.
Right?
That's
So she
good.
had that panic attack of
Okay, what is it?
19 plus.
Okay, awesome.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
Sorry. What? Well, you said stealth, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it?
4.
Oh, plus
4,
5
okay.
actually. So I got 21. Sorry, I'm not. 24.
Okay. So it's your turn. Guido, go ahead.
And then she goes to run into our places. And it's like, okay, I'm stuck. You guard with the right, I'm stuck. And then it comes up.
I forgot to put on the combat music playlist.
Hi.
I like it.
Thanks.
Right, so that was my initial.
Figured, like a
And then the
rock monster used rock.
So how are we gonna do this? If I get all the way up to him, can I stab him?
You can.
Alright, is it gonna be a...
I just threw a bolt at it and it didn't penetrate.
I mean, I got some acid. Here's the thing. I want to use the acid on the stalactite above me.
You. Okay.
So start loosening that shit.
You know, first off, there are no stalactites directly above him right now. There may be one or two. You know what? I'll draw it out. I'll say that there's one right here because you hit it, but on the earth, on the ceiling. Sorry, I was like falling over. Anyway, we'll say there's one right here and maybe one right here
So there's 3 in the entire cave.
on the earth. I mean, on the ceiling. Sorry.
I guess go for the same place again. And we'll try to hit it there only.
Okay. So
She's never done anything else, but she could.
My problem's already
do I bring him towards us? Do I move and try to move him somewhere else?
And this is the only sense of like.
And again, you notice that these are incredibly sharp.
What's incredibly sharp?
The stalagmites.
If you want to tell what.
Yeah, there's these stalactites. These stalactites are really, really sharp. You have to use them against this thing. Maybe I'll get through his armor. It fucked me up. I just fucking grazed it, and
It's
it
a
fucking
mineral?
cut right through my
It
shit.
is. You're not sure what it is, but you know that it's.
You took 8 damage?
It cut right through my shit.
Yeah. He lightly brushed it, and it ended up going through his armor, through his skin, doing 3 points, but he was able to dodge out of the way to take only 1 point.
Used to be part of the hut.
The stalactite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was.
So then my question to my group is, what should I?
I want to
Do you
ready my
think
action.
the good?
Sorry?
I want to ready my action.
Sure. What action you want to ready?
So, I want this thing to. Here's the thing. I want it, when it's charging. I want to throw the fucking other acid that I have. Right. I'm hoping either it charges at Claudia, honestly,
And also just
Mhm.
getting
and she can
that,
dodge.
but aside from
Mhm.
Bob, but she didn't take dodge.
not only can I do this, but I'm good at
I mean, you could also not dodge it and put up your shield. I mean, you have a pretty good AC.
Okay, well, the shield.
That's not saying that would be better or worse. I'm just letting you know that.
Well, it
you have
can't
a
be any
No, you
better
said it's a
than.
dex save. It doesn't matter.
No, well, I mean, that's because they try to dodge it. They try to jump out of the way, so they can afford their armor class to
I'm
try
just,
to move out
I'm
of the
just,
way.
yeah, I'm just gonna like stay there and use
What's up?
my shield.
Do you have a question?
Is it his turn?
Yes.
It's currently his.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I want to do sneak attack, but I can get up to it. But like, I don't think it's gonna do shit. So I can stay ready. I can ready my action. Hopefully it charges, and I'm gonna chuck this thing at its fucking face, and hopefully it runs right into those goddamn stalactites. That's all. I'm
You're
hoping
gonna
for.
throw the acid
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
at his face and hope that he runs into that
Yeah.
Are you still
stalactite.
flying?
Yes.
Okay, please
Okay.
do that a little bit away from
I
me.
haven't taken anything wrong with it, and I'm
Can't
good
move.
at it,
Yeah.
But there's that you can also take your word from somebody. And so
I'm gonna go over here.
another thing I got with like
Okay.
is actually
So what's next? Am I
I'm
next?
gonna have my rapier.
So you move over there, and you're just readying your action.
Are you full?
Yeah. I mean, my bonus action.
like the pot
I do a bonus action.
And what was your stealth roll?
Can I use my bonus action to dodge?
Was that what
Cunning
I
action.
I'm not sure actually.
I didn't roll for stealth. I rolled for dexterity.
Right. Well, no, you rolled for stealth just recently, and you said up before.
Oh yeah, that's 4. Well then, yeah, that's what I did.
So he
I can use my bonus action to attack.
Bless you.
So I can
Thank
have
you.
a dodge ready, and I can use my bonus action to ready the chuck of the
Yeah.
of the thing.
That makes sense. I think. Yeah. So how high are you flying?
That's why I look here.
Okay. So
I
you're
ran
like
into a
touching
I
the.
ran into a stalactite, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I assumed you were still up there, but
Yeah. No, I haven't really come down. I want to come
so you're
down
like glued to the ceiling.
stab the thing, but like
Okay, that's fine. So you.
I'm gonna be very aware of the stupid stalactites now.
So after he hit you guys, he hurt. So he kept going a little bit, and then you guys walked away, and you were able to get up, shoot your arrow off, and run away pretty quickly, pretty stealthily, or pretty like fluidly.
Right.
Claudia, you cast your spells, and then started moving, and with that noise that you made, he does turn to you and start charging your direction.
Okay.
So he starts charging.
Are those stalactites loosely on the ceiling,
10, 15,
or are they on their?
At first I was thinking
30,
using
so
the
he's right
axes,
there.
So maybe
And
it'll bring it
this
down.
is
I have my shield.
he is charging up. Well, he's charging to you, and he is
throwing the acid at it.
okay. So he is charging at you, and this is kind of that moment of like the span of 6 seconds between each action, because each turn is supposed to be 6 seconds, whatever. This is like he is still charging at you, but you have a chance to do something in this next round. So,
Arvindal?
Barbie and Kendall,
Oh my.
it's your turn. Go ahead, Arvindal.
19.
I want to. So I want to throw up.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Before that, it was your action was ready.
Yes.
19. Plus anything else?
19.
Okay.
It was a 13.
Okay. So you throw it.
It's a vial, right?
Yeah. You throw it at
That's face.
Adam, and it hits him, and the vial breaks, and splash gets everywhere, and the acid splashes, and it hits the side of him, but most of it splashes off the end. You see some sizzling, some as it flakes up as well, but you notice that it's not as deep as the first one you were able to pour onto it.
Okay.
Essentially.
So, Arvindal, what's up?
Isn't it my turn?
Well, no, now it's my turn.
I was doing my reaction. I saw my dodge.
Oh.
Okay.
My dodge is
If I do Hunter's Mark,
Wait, I rolled worse than David?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh. I don't know.
Yes.
She grew up with Americans.
Wait, it didn't charge her?
Not yet.
It did, but its movement speed is 30, so it spent that turn charging to 30, and it's still in the middle of its charge.
I'm
but
getting
within
ready
the
my
span
action.
of 6 seconds, that's as far as it can
If I throw Hunter's Mark, what else do I? Since it's just like it's a it's a spell, but
So-
it's not.
So what's currently happening? Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh.
For Hunter's Mark, it's just a spell.
I can do an action after.
Sorry.
Or
Is it a
it-
bonus?
is it-
I think it's a bonus action.
What
I
happened?
believe so.
After this, like, I'll pull my right here.
The plus 10 right? Or which one is
I
it?
should get that plus 10 right here.
Okay, because then what I want to do immediately after is shoot another arrow at it.
No, you know what I gotta do? My bonus action? I gotta pour the poison onto my rapier.
I'm getting creative.
Yeah, you know what? Hunter's Mark is a bonus action, so you could do that and then attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the Hunter's Mark. It's a 1d6,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll go from there.
Well, first it's Hunter's Mark,
Right.
and now it is marked, and then you attack. And then with that attack,
You add a 1d6.
when you do the damage, you add 1d6.
Okay, so then I'm gonna attack now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the question I'm getting fancy thinking, you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
so I don't know what role this will be under, but you said that the glow is coming from the head, but you see it on the ground.
You see it again. Your dark vision is in monochrome. It's black and white. It's grayscale. But you notice that the ground under it is more vibrantly blue. That is what's
Towards
coming
the
out.
head is what you said, though.
Right in front of the head. It's like he got some sweet LED lights
Right underneath the
trim.
the trim of the
Yeah.
car.
It's a bit
Okay,
like,
so
even though your character wouldn't know
this
that
isn't
because
anything
cars.
like that fucking- I don't even know. Like, cool. Okay, so I want to try because my arrows are the air. Well, they're arrows.
Let me ask you a question.
Your arrows are arrows.
How many attacks does a ranger get at fifth level?
I don't remember. I want to say it's 2, but he was a big boy. He was supposed to do the research. So
I know.
I
I did work.
You bastard, you need to check, like, right now.
Yeah.
Because if you're supposed to have 2 attacks, you could have gotten 2 shots. Buddy.
Okay, where would that be?
So while you do your research like a big boy, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna put it.
Yeah. And then the kids were always around. And then they would
He's gonna do what? He's gonna do?
I need someone small.
We're gonna pull it up.
With very
So
small
there's
hands.
so there's basically a certain amount of cold that they had there. Of like, we can't fully be like split up,
Yeah.
but we can say like this is not cool.
So basically, they're always on certain versions.
Oh yeah, she goes
Maybe
outside.
that's the thing then.
She has gold passive, I think.
Who?
She has gold
That's
passive.
exactly what they do.
No, the top is platinum plus. It's silver. It's like whatever, then silver, gold, platinum, platinum plus,
Yeah.
Well, it's to make enough money to get blood.
or to get someone to pay for it, like Mike does.
In order to find a way that-
Mike gets. Huh? Okay, wonderful. So I have 3 attacks.
She grew
Cool.
up with these people.
Because I get a bonus attack if I use one of the spells.
And then there was a relationship with one of them.
Oh.
And then he
Oh, smoking?
He's in the front.
So it's
yeah.
2 attacks for myself?
Is it?
Yeah, not including the bonus attack. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
that is a bonus attack. Bonus action is different.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
can't attack, but
Okay, so
And then some stuff with the
I want to shoot
Uh-huh.
the ground
okay.
so it'll ricochet into whatever the glow is that it's coming out from.
Go ahead and make a.
He wanted the power in your family.
Go ahead and make an attack.
The power
Is that you just want me to attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
Just so you're
He
aware,
wants to marry into the power and they still take
I'm gonna give you an attack -2 for the piercing of the bow. But it's meant to pierce
Go straight through.
and go straight through.
That's
Yeah.
fine. So it's just gonna stay at the norm without the added damage, right? That's what you're saying. Without
Is that what it is?
the -2,
Because the -2 is.
it would be a +2. So yeah, it would be just the normal +3 for the longbow.
Mhm.
No, that's it. No +2.
Go ahead. Okay.
She doesn't really see it as clearly, right?
19. No wait, is that a 19 or a 10? 10. 13, so 13.
Whoa. You hit the ground and it goes straight into the ground and kind of like it doesn't even skid. It just goes in. Apparently the patch is softer.
Okay, so then I am going to immediate. Does the monster do anything at this point? It's still charging forward. Okay,
It's not very quick.
right,
Like we're going slow doing it, but it's
right.
quick.
Everything's going quick. Okay, so then I
At
immediately
least
shoot.
action.
Okay, so I immediately shoot again, trying to aim directly where the sizzle is coming from where he had poured the acid the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? So,
What are you hitting with?
The first time.
with
So
my longbow.
on the head area.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I roll again? Okay, so this time it's
Plus
20.
Plus the 5.
Yeah,
Right?
20.
Okay. You hit it. You actually hit the sizzle spot, but again, it's still flicks up. There's still apparently too much thick armor there that it doesn't go through. Okay, so
I just did nothing. Essentially, I attacked twice.
He hit
Wait.
the part with that where we poured the acid, where you poured the acid, and still didn't get
Okay, but what about the plus? The hunter's mark is what?
Hunter's mark is just damage.
Okay, so if I don't hit, it make any. So if it doesn't hit, it doesn't fucking matter.
Correct, Mundo.
Okay.
Claudia, your turn.
I am going to use my warhammer that has penetration with inflict. No. What was it that I was going to use it with? Yeah, inflict wound. Yes.
Okay. Is that
Yes.
Raph?
What?
What do you think is a good idea? You know what? Never mind. Yes. Okay. Let's do that. So
What did
go
she
ahead and
do?
roll.
Is she dodging?
Roll
Is she
those dice.
What is she doing?
She is attacking.
But with what? Because I didn't hear her.
Smack
With
you in
my
the head. with
warhammer
your
that
Okay.
has penetration.
So-
but
okay.
it has
So this thing
You're going for the
is-
head.
This thing is charging at her, and she's just.
and I'm hitting where we poured the acid as
Okay.
well.
Sure.
Yeah, because she's still here.
20 plus 6.
That's
Oh, you hit
a
natural 20?
Yep.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So
Nice.
double your damage.
So what's your damage? Well, actually, you know what? Plus what? Sorry.
Plus 6.
6.
Okay. Awesome.
No, yeah, plus 6.
So go ahead. What's
You
your?
might actually
what's
have
The
your
damage is. I'm gonna do it at level.
I know, for real.
I'm gonna do it at level 3.
God.
Off. What? No. That it's just you just hit.
No, I did it with inflict wound.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood that. So you're gonna do a level 3 inflict wounds on that attack.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. Okay. Roll those dice.
Okay, I need 5 d10s.
Oh, that's right. Here you go. Here's mine.
I haven't forgot about that.
Here are my 2. Actually.
Just the bag.
You got 2? Oh, there's a bag. Okay.
You pick 2.
Right.
I'm gonna get it. Oh shit.
It's almost gone, dude. You guys better hurry on
Yeah,
that.
you better eat that shit. In fact, you should eat the rest of it, dude.
It's not entirely gone. Rich, get some pizza. Bobby, guys, some pizza.
What do you have on you?
I have 1, 2, 3. You have there's. I have 2. Which one's a d10? Bro? I
It's
always
flying saucer.
Yeah, but there's 2 flying saucers.
They're both, honestly, they're both D10s.
This one?
Yeah, except we have to use one of them as a 0 is 10, but so the 10, the actual
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Here.
Okay.
There's David.
Okay.
1,
There's
2,
5, right?
5. Whoa. Okay. So 8 plus 8
Too much?
plus 2
Mm-hmm.
plus 7. What's this one?
6.
6.
Dark Indulger, so. Oh no.
I think that the line I'm seeing here.
Did you add it?
Sorry, give me a quick second.
Oh.
I did not.
Just leave it over there, yeah.
8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6?
8 plus 8, 16. 17, 18.
Like, well,
I got this. 16 plus. You said this was the 6?
Yes. It's that
31.
away from.
Sorry, what were the numbers again?
31.
Right, but I mean, I want to add up.
8, 2, 7, 6.
31 damage.
Now, do you double your damage? What happens with, well, you already added an extra
It has
die, right?
inflict. It has penetration,
Oh, I
so
think
that's
she's trying to
a
get
D2.
more jobs.
What did you say?
That's on your roll.
Good job.
What do you mean that's on my roll?
So you roll.
No, they-
Whatever number that is.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it should have been,
That's true.
it should have been 27 then she hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you already hit it, so you roll that damage with a natural 20.
Yeah, so it's.
I don't understand.
Don't worry about it.
And she may not
So
understand.
that-
I will say, as a child,
Thank you.
she may not understand the difference.
So that attack. So that attack you did, under normal circumstances, wouldn't have been a natural 20. Well, whatever. And then in that case, you add +2
Oh.
plus your whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 31 damage.
31 damage.
Okay.
Quick second.
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
so.
Does it look like it hurts?
Like, oh, I wasn't saying. And obviously there's constraints that she will not understand.
We can't even say we've been rolling bad. We've been rolling pretty well. This fucking thing.
I had to roll a nat 20 plus 6. Like.
So, whenever the whenever you swing your weapon, how much of that is
So her thing is like, that's the bargaining.
okay? So you swing your weapon,
Bludgeoning.
and it hits it, and the weapon just does its natural damage, and you see like a small part of the armor actually cracks a little bit, just barely, and then you see the following of inflict wound damage that flows through your hand and goes to the hammer and just explodes on the outside of his skull, let's say, whatever, and that crack widens and opens, and it actually almost falters for a second. As it's charging, it kind of scoots over to the side. And you notice, you're familiar with this attack, and you notice that the spell does a lot less damage than it typically does, but you still made that wide crack in it.
Okay.
And as this thing continues on, you push it to the side, and it slams into the wall here. And a lot of these jagged, crystalline metal ore pierce straight through its hide, and it doesn't go all the way through the body, but you can tell that the armor, it goes clean in and out and kind of splinters off a little bit.
Okay.
So, Raph, it's your turn.
So how much did I get hit for?
You cannot tell that, but you can tell that you have done the most damage comparatively to everyone else's.
I haven't done shit. Yeah, no, I haven't done shit either.
Oh, well, all right.
I'm
Congratulations.
missing one of these.
That information we're going to was way
Goddamn.
Okay.
Here are all of the sugar.
Raph, that's all you, boo boo. What you doing?
She gets a hold of the little
That's me. Alright, so free action, can I pour the poison on my rapier?
Not free actions. I'll give it to you as a bonus action.
Oh, you kept the saucer. That's what I'm missing.
Well,
Sorry.
you play. We'll look for it. I just had it!
Aww.
Alright.
Nope. This one?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Here you go. Alright, baby. Here we go. We got this. We have a crack and a couple of injuries. I'm gonna pour the
We know that these stupid rocks hurt it.
I'm gonna pour the acid on my rapier.
You're not going to pour the acid. You're going to pour the poison.
Whatever, yeah, poison. I don't have any acid anymore.
Actually, I don't think you ever had poison. Because you had your acid and her acid, and he only gave you one bottle.
No. The thing, I had my acid.
Oh, okay. You had your own acid.
Correct.
Or, I'm sorry, you had your acid that was given to you from...
I know I had a poison because I wrote down the plus half damage thing. Yeah. I picked the poison. I took acid from these guys.
Koala?
You guys had acid, right?
I had acid too.
Acid. I took their acid. I used their acid. I had poison.
Just want to make sure.
So, well, fine. Bonus action for the acid. I'm gonna pull my other rapier. Free action. So I'm dual wielding now. One has poison, right?
Mm-hmm.
My main weapon, and I'm going to attack at the opening.
Bitchin'. Let's roll some dice. Roll those dice. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh shit, that's a beautiful bean footage. Okay, roll.
Rolls in that 20.
So go ahead and roll the other one.
Alright, so that means I get 2d8. Right? 2d8. This is one more. We need some fucking and then sneak attack 3d6.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, so unfortunately that is 4.
So 4.
How?
4,
The way to show it is that like.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Hold on. Give me the numbers. I wanna ask.
3, 1, 3, 2, 2.
Okay. Is that everything? Is that all you have
That's
to roll?
everything. Plus, I get whatever half of that is on top of that as damage.
So
Just
times
round it down.
2.5.
Let's round it down.
Yeah. Plus roll number or die attack number 2.
Well, that's it. That is a 9. 9 plus 6.
So just so that you're aware, you did 37.5 damage. Well done, sir.
So,
So we'll say 78 damage.
second attack is, I don't think it hits, but
What is it?
it's,
Is that the plus 10? Or?
no, it's plus 6. It's
So 15.
Yes, it's
15. Yeah. So you're able to actually. You're right above him, and you already threw the thing and pulled out your rapier, and as Claudia's character slammed him into the shards, you fall down upon him and thrust one of the rapiers into there, cutting him deep, like real good. And you get the other one, but you can't quite get the angle, and you can't get it past that.
Right. I'm gonna fly back up.
Okay, you fly back up. He's gonna make an attack of opportunity because he feels that you hit him and he's trying to hit you. So he snaps up and he does a 15 hit.
A 15 hits.
15 hits. Okay, so you're gonna take.
I'm gonna react and take half damage.
Well, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I know, you have to do your thing.
Thank you, I appreciate
But I have my reaction.
You're gonna take 4. That's not a 9. That's a 6. 10 and 13 damage.
So
let me write that down real quick.
So think about it like 2 is like, it's gonna be rounded up, so...
Oh, Claudia, did you want to move? You just kind of stood there.
7 damage I take then?
Sorry, you take 13 damage. Oh, you have.
Reaction, remember, uncanny dodge.
Oh yeah, okay.
I
So
already
you take
took
7.
damage.
So you take 7.
Where are the rocks here?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like get some of that.
Okay. Alrighty. So you so you're still on him, and then what do you do?
Oh, I flew in. No,
Right. But where do you? Well, yeah. I mean, you're on the ceiling, but that's like there's maybe a foot gap, or maybe like 3 feet because he's lying down.
I'll be behind me.
Okay. Sounds good. So you're 12 feet back.
I don't want him seeing me.
Yeah.
My shirt, just stay behind me. I still have moving my left foot. I'm gonna keep out of his vision.
Oh, you okay?
Maybe you think I can. I wonder if I could.
My turn.
Fly all the way over there and be like, charge me, bitch! Charge me! Fly away!
Okay. So top of the round, it's his turn. He stands up and he tries to, and he's upset. He's real upset. Go ahead and make a. You know what? Everybody except for Dave make stealth checks. So sorry, you two make stealth checks. Because you did a whole lot of nothing.
I tried.
No, I know you did, but you know, whatever. He doesn't really care about you right now because you didn't actually do damage to everybody. What did you guys get?
Mine's like
Yeah. Go
in
ahead
the
and try
middle
that
of
again.
2.
That's the only thing I don't like about the leather thing. It's not frictiony, or it's too frictiony. So
15.
It's leather.
yeah, that's the problem. It's
I got
not
15.
slipping enough. 15 plus.
I don't have
That's
stuff.
fine. No worries.
Right? I don't have stuff.
And then Raph, what did you get?
25. Oh. You don't have stuff. No, you don't. Well, you don't have stuff.
What's dexterity? But then again, you're a cleric. You don't really have.
You have a 20 AC, sir?
Now that being said,
37.
he gets up and he what did you get? 15?
15.
Okay, he's kind of. All right, here's what we're gonna do.
We're using the blue.
Yeah, he gets up and he's just ready to pounce somebody and get attack and just like attack somebody. So he starts charging in this direction. So he goes about 30 feet. It's about there.
So now he's confused. Or is he just?
I mean, I cracked his skull, didn't I?
You cracked his arm. You didn't necessarily
Armor. Oh.
you didn't notice that there's any sort of
Where does
like
she live?
not much blood came out of it. It was just kind of like a surface.
So I think, have you
Service
actually seen the first
super-
Great, I gave him
superficial?
a paper cut and a concussion, maybe.
Maybe. But anyway, so it is top of the round. Arvendal. Go for it.
So, have you read anything?
Alright.
I'm not walking your arms like.
I think he was going to draw a character I think I personalized his life, and he also has he does have a little.
I don't know.
Does that thing actually fit you?
Yes?
When I
Okay.
speak with
You don't push it down.
Yeah, it's just kind of sitting like this.
question, when I speak with
I think
animals,
that's the thing of like, well, fuck, supplies and
That's a
everything.
is it like speaking
It's like, well, all the kids.
like I'm talking to you now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like
No, not,
Okay.
there's no psychic anything.
You make it's weird.
You have to speak. You have to speak like Dory to the wheels.
That is actually the best. That is the best analogy I've ever heard. You want your hat back?
So what if it's
No.
the opposite?
What?
What?
So what you gonna do?
All right, now let's
Call
just
that
go with
Who's the shelter or whatever.
Okay, let's go with.
She can't just sit.
I'm gonna shoot it
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
towards the opening that they have created.
You're gonna shoot it. What do you mean?
I'm gonna shoot it at the opening. That they,
Okay.
yes, it's the gash.
Okay, he's facing away from you.
Oh, he's facing away from me.
I mean,
All right, so I'm gonna move
okay, where are you gonna move?
across from him, like this way, towards me.
30 feet, I guess. 10, 20, 30.
Okay, am I in range of seeing where?
I mean, you can see him.
Right.
You can see him pretty clearly. Like he's getting pretty far from your dark vision, but you can
Can I
see him.
ask really quick what these
Sorry, those are the stalactites.
The really big
Like,
stalactites, I
Those
think.
sharp minerals that are on the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
But there's these
Okay.
are the same.
These are the same, but on the wall. So he just slammed into.
I'm a
one of
burglar's
them.
kid, yeah?
What?
I'm a burglar's kid. My burglar's kid, I have it, right?
Yeah.
That includes ball bearings,
That-
right?
Yeah.
Well, now I don't know that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think it's kind of the involved in the same issue as that if you do it from point of view.
Will he charge me within the same
You
my
don't
same?
know!
I guess.
Will he charge me within my same action if
You don't
I
know.
shoot him?
You don't know!
I don't know. You assume not. You
That's
know
a good
he's gonna.
assumption.
Yeah.
I
You know that he's gonna react.
Whatever her.
Okay, so let's shoot. I'm gonna shoot for his head
Okay.
in the gash.
Okay.
Okay, that's my action. My first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's the problem. At the end of the day. Whether I
Now,
Oh, fantastic.
Let's keep in mind.
That did not.
What is it?
It was a 4, so I'm
So
gonna try.
keep in mind that if
I
you
need to show
if you want to attack, you can attack twice, but that is your action. It's
Right.
not you can attack and have it as an action.
Correct.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
attack.
Attack, it just means that when you take the attack action, you have multiple attacks.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I got it.
Go ahead,
So that
I don't
was
think Claire
that was
does
just a, that was a 7, so it's not gonna do anything.
Sorry.
That was a 7.
Yeah.
No.
Go.
So it just like.
No, yeah. It you actually don't hit him. It misses.
Okay,
It
gotcha.
goes like.
So I'm gonna try one more.
You kind of try to lead him, but you like your fingers get stuck.
Maybe if you tie that.
I mean, for a ranger, it's bad.
Come
So.
on,
You got this!
What
the
the
fuck
fuck
is
is that?
That
What
was
are you doing
terrible.
for? Serving
Does
us
that
out.
count?
Yeah, it does. If it's not cocked, it counts.
Oh, okay, no.
So,
I mean, it was like stopped technically, but okay.
Yeah, it was stopped by the table, down in the downwards direction. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so you just kind of it goes between his legs. It was really cool because you almost got his Achilles that time.
So you can
But it just
spread
kinda, like,
a line
went
for
right
full
between.
damage, right?
It was like one forward, one back, and it was. And then from doing that, have you played Legend of
I don't know
Zelda?
how much it is.
Yeah?
for,
Yeah, the little Kokoro pops up and says,
Is the hell?
yeah.
Hold
He
it
pops up and he's like,
Oh,
woo!
it's
You found
That
it!
is the damage one.
Overwork on that. Yeah.
What's the book game?
Oh shit, the goose game. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah.
So he's like, you need to study for your exam.
All right, so is that your turn? You want to? Oh no, you already moved.
No, I already moved, so.
Right? And
Okay,
he's
so
like,
that's a big 0
By the
right in
way,
there.
it's literally
Sorry,
that-
not to like rank
I felt
up.
like I was in movie 8.
Claudia, it's your turn.
Okay,
What you doing? It's the first 2
Okay.
bad rolls I have, so.
I want
Oh, where's that happen?
one of these
Okay,
things.
like,
You want one of those things.
Yeah, so I can hurt it.
Okay, so
Okay, I have jeweler's tools.
Okay.
I have a hand axe and I have my warhammer.
Okay.
And I have my shield that I can probably use to as
Okay.
well. But I think the jeweler's tools should be
Okay. So you're putting away your weapon and you're taking out your jeweler's tools to work, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use everything I have.
Okay. So paint me a word picture. What are you shooting?
Okay. I want to pick a little bit on the sides, like trying to like excavate a little bit out of the wall, trying to take it out, and then get the jeweler's tools that probably have more sharpness because they work with jewels, and like try to break off one of the sharp.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
What do these tools look like?
And we'll give you advantage because you're using this tool.
I don't know what they look
like.
Are you asking me? They might have like a small pick. It might be like sandpaper to smooth out a side.
Why are you using a small pick when you have a giant hammer?
I said I used the hammer. First I used the axe to like pick on the sides, and then I used the hammer, and then I used the jeweler's tool to help cut. Because the thing is that jeweler's tools usually have a diamond.
Yeah, a diamond tip.
A diamond tip.
So it's not just like a. Okay, so again, I'll give you the sleight of hand roll with advantage.
Okay.
So.
No, wait. It's not what I'm gonna roll with.
I don't trust this one.
Yeah, I don't trust this one.
I trust it.
Technically, if it's been doing poorly for a long time, that means it's gonna be doing better soon.
Not doing that now.
Dude, she's been rolling that shit for like 7 months.
You made it happen. Put it out when you were.
Did you see it?
Yes,
Maybe
but it
19.
happened.
Here.
So it is a 19?
No, it's a 9.
Plus.
Wait, is that a 9? That's a 9.
9
Plus
5?
What was it that I was rolling for?
Your sleight of hand.
Oh, plus 0.
You know what? We'll also add the intelligence.
Plus 0.
I don't have intelligence.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a.
I'm addicted.
Cool.
I'll school you all.
No, I'll do this. I'm just gonna get some vitamin C because my throat's like hot. But anyway, okay, so you start digging. Use your warhammer to kind of grind out some of it, and you get your tool out. And you start picking at some of it. It doesn't scratch, and the more you put pressure down on it, the tool actually breaks.
Great.
Oh, great.
Well, you know what? It bends. It's like.
At least you have money.
I do have mending.
Okay, so
Excuse you.
what are you doing
right now?
Is that your turn? Do you want to move at all?
Can I do anything more?
You can move.
Yeah.
You can cast a bonus action. I'll give you that much in this particular case.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is already too much of a conversation.
Does anybody need healing? More healing?
You do.
That's accurate.
I do, yes. Okay,
You
so
have healing touch spell? No.
I'll do healing. I have cure wounds, and I have healing word.
Dave, give me a stealth check.
Cure wounds will probably heal you now. Healing words at
I'll do-
range?
Yeah.
You can at least
5.
Cure wounds is at touch.
5
So you can
plus.
touch
But I don't
yourself.
know if it's. I don't know if it's a bonus action.
So it's a 10.
He is a level 1, level 2
It's
spell?
a level 1 spell.
10?
Alright, so he's allowing you to use level 1 spells as bonus actions.
Oh, okay,
That's how you use
so
yours.
As
I
long
can use-
as long as it's a bonus action spell, like
cure
healing.
wounds.
Like
Oh
healing.
no, never mind. Nope.
And cure wounds?
Nope.
Cure wounds.
You
So I
can't use
guess,
that. It's a
can I
full
use?
action.
I guess I'll use healing word at myself.
That's a D4, right?
Yes,
Plus-
it's
Well,
four.
I
Plus
technically
your
still
wisdom.
have it, but it's in New York.
Yeah.
We need to go.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
yesterday.
I know.
What time? Wait,
Oh,
what?
no.
Oh, okay.
I noticed this.
It is
Oh,
9:30.
it is
I noticed this
Yeah, so-
forever ago.
Really?
We might have to stop.
Woo, long time.
It wasn't like that though.
You haven't stopped.
What am I doing?
It's 9:30 already.
A,
Wait, what?
It's 9:30 already.
a D4? D4. I just got a headache out of nowhere. 3.
Plus.
I would, yeah.
Plus-
I was gonna say, I could see that. as
What did
being
you say?
that This is the one thing I have.
Wisdom. Oh,
Maybe he has to do initiative.
it was. What did
So
3
plus the
6?
wisdom modifier, right?
No.
Plus a wisdom modifier.
So it's 6.
Okay.
I healed at 6.
Like maybe he has to do something to the family that affecting him in some way.
Okay. Gweedo, it's your turn. What you want to do? Bad boys, bad boys.
Guido's flying back to fuck it up.
Is bless a bonus action?
Bless is. I don't think so. No.
Damn it. Well, I'm gonna do that next for you.
1, 3.
Let me double check. You can bless yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sneeze. You can sneeze and be like, oh, bless you.
But I mean, I could do 3 creatures, so I can do us 3.
Exactly. So you can do 1, 2, and then yourself.
Guido's gonna attack.
Excuse me?
With his rapier, sneak attack.
Come on.
Yeah, like.
Oh, maybe.
Ooh, 20.
Natural 5. Look at them. Look at them. Sweet, sweet rolls all of a sudden.
Alright. So.
Yeah, it is a full action bless.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, 2 7s.
14.
6, 4, and 1. 14. 15.
So that one. They come in.
26.
Dim sum. You know how much the damage that is?
26.
Oh,
plus the double.
Oh yeah, plus 2.5. Yeah. So it's actually
plus half of what I damaged.
well, yeah, but you roll a natural 20, so you do double. Times 2, 25, which is 62 points of damage, boy. God damn.
Tell me he's dead.
So you see this big. Look at her knowing what's going on, paying attention. So you actually you jump down, you get your rapier deep in there, and you stab it. You wiggle it around a whole lot, do a whole lot of damage, and it actually like. And it's still moving though.
I'm going for the second attack.
Bonus
action.
Mhm.
I'm attacking my offhand.
Well, I mean it's just
17.
17 plus
Nice.
6.
17 plus 6,
Yeah.
so 23.
Nope, doesn't hit.
23.
You
Didn't hit before.
just yeah, you make it.
Woohoo!
You see a big part where the
I don't get sneak attack for this one, right?
well, correct. But you see a big part where the crystal went and jutted in and tore off some of the
By
armor,
the
and
way,
you pierced straight into it.
Last time,
Mhm.
I gotta tell you guys this. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
The 1d8 when I attack with the 1d8 since they're finesse weapons, it's plus 6 damage on top of it.
Correct.
Whatever I did. Did you add that in there?
I didn't.
Everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
All right, so 5 plus 6.
Problems have you given her now?
Sure.
Obviously, we're
Both of my first attacks would have been even more.
All right, so that is a total of 73 fucking damage. Well done, son. Good job. So, that being said, he's still up. He's still moving. He's struggling.
By
So,
little by little.
So you're on his back. Are you moving at all, or did you already move?
I need to get him. I still have some movement left, but I'm not gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
But if he moves, fuck him.
So he is. So you're on his back. You stab him. He is going to turn around and he's going to try to bite. So does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, so he bites you and you just you're able to like move.
Oh, he tries to bite me?
You can, but
Double damage, double damage.
you'll take disadvantage on the next turn.
Listen,
Oh no! So you're letting go to like, you know? It's like,
Too much bitch slapping. Calm down.
you're letting go of your sword so you can go and bitch slap.
Oh,
But it's
I
in
can
him.
bitch slap him with this one.
Yeah, it's in him. You have to like take it out.
I guess.
you said this
Again,
thing has
you can do it, but it's advantage.
This thing has a tail, right?
This thing has a tail.
Is it covering its asshole?
Is it? I guess
Now we're getting creative.
it is. It is
Now we're
pointed
getting
down.
creative.
And-
Ram that shit in there.
He was
Alright.
excited for some.
Anything else?
That's one of the weak points.
Hooray for sinful action.
Here, Armandol. I got some ladies in here, you know. I got some lady boys.
All right, so he tries to bite you. He turns around, he misses. But what he does do is run back. Let me see. Let's see where he goes. Oh shit!
He's running?
What?
He's running?
He's running and you're on him.
Where's he going?
He's going back this way.
Take an
And
opportunity.
he runs back at this. No, you're on
I'm
him.
flying.
So you're just gonna.
I came down and I stabbed him, but yeah,
But
fuck
you're
him.
gonna, like, oh, okay.
I'm
so-
gonna attack his ass.
All right, you got it. Go ahead and make a
Fuck
roll.
him.
So wait, is this his turn still?
Well, no, because he's running away. He gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
14. 11 plus 6.
17.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah, no, you're able to hit him, but it just like it's a part of the armor that's still intact.
Alright.
He actually runs back and charges directly into the same area that it came from. He rolled a natural fucking 1 on that.
Ooh! You hope he eats all the shards
Yeah,
in his face.
he actually does. He falls down, and you can see all of the armor on his face tearing off.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and you can see. Actually, go ahead and make perception checks. And Claudia, you can do it at
That's
advantage.
No, that's not good. That's a 9.
And Claudia, you get.
So I got
I got that dirty 20, son.
Good,
Dirty
because I got
fucking
3 at
twin.
first.
I got 12.
That one hand.
14. Plus 3. So, 17.
Alright, so everybody who got 15 and above, go ahead and make a
these two.
Constitution saving throw.
It happens.
14 again.
Well, maybe.
Plus, oh god. What's my constitution?
You're not gonna count this, are you?
I really want to. No, you can reroll it, it's fine.
It's not even on the table.
Go for it.
I don't add. Oh yeah, I do. I have 3 for constitution.
Nice.
So I rolled 17 again.
14.
Okay, so you guys, 14?
Yeah.
So as the armor on his face is torn off, you look and you see the glow from the eyes piercing not just the floor but also above. Your dark vision goes bright blue as the light flows into your eyes, and all you hear in your head is stone, 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 and you're able to shake it off just barely. You're good, but you just barely shake it off and look away.
El
But,
diablo.
Oh.
before you look away. And that's it.
It's like Medusa.
Jesus Christ.
So in other words, now,
Wait,
but
so,
does dark vision count as actual vision?
yes, Arvindal, it is your turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna have to start shooting off the walls until I don't look at them.
What?
You don't have like
That's up to you.
shield
Go for
from
it.
the
What?
set up.
So you haven't looked at him yet, or you look at him, but you haven't looked at his eyes yet. Well, no,
Can I roll a perception check now?
you haven't looked at him yet. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see what's going on because I hear a lot of commotion.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a perception.
I'm loving this.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so I got a 19.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Is it the same one?
What?
D20?
Yeah, D20. Constitution saving throw. So add your Constitution.
Constitution's +1.
It looks like a 2.
This guy.
Oh wait, you did it the opposite way.
Yes.
18 plus, so 19.
All right, so you look and you see the glow coming from the eyes, and you hear in your mind again, stone, 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 stone. It fades because you're able to tear yourself away as you look away.
Okay.
You don't know what it is, but you know.
So now I understand. Okay, so then would it be? Can I do a would that count as nature,
you
or
can
as animal handling?
you can make an intelligence check plus your nature. Yeah, that's fine.
Plus the nature.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What you got?
9.
9
plus. We said nature,
Mhm.
so 13.
Okay. You
Do I see anything? Know anything?
You don't. You're like, God, I feel like I should know this, but I don't know. But yeah, you can't you can't confidently say anything about this.
Okay, how far away am I there? I can't tell.
You
About
are
30 feet?
No,
35?
you're much farther. You're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh yeah, you can
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot.
It was her idea, and I might be able to do it again. And she is the one who's like, oh hell no. So she tries to reach out.
So he
And then, like,
technically he just ran into the wall right now.
He just ran to the wall
and whatever,
and like got his head.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna try
Anyway, think about
to
it for a
ricochet.
second. I will.
I'm looking at the wall, towards the glow that is coming off of this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to again ricochet off the arrow into his face or
Okay.
wherever the glow is coming from.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna need you to do it at disadvantage this time.
at disadvantage this time.
Yeah. because you're like the floor is understandable because it's kind of smoothish, but the wall is jagged and,
First one
and
doesn't hit at
inconsistent.
all.
Okay, so what
That's a 12, so it's not gonna hit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try.
you have 2 shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Off the wall.
I mean, if I look at him, I might turn to stone.
I'm bouncing off the walls again.
Go ahead. Which one is it?
Huh?
Which one is it?
What do you mean?
What attack is it? Is it off the wall or looking at it?
I'm gonna say off the wall. But either way, I'm off.
So
No,
you
okay.
you try to avert your eyes to and shoot at the wall,
Uh-huh.
and you hit it, but
It just goes into the wall.
they both
But
go
it's
into the wall.
showtime.
One of them like clanks down. Yeah. Okay. Claudia, it's your turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do Toll the Dead.
Actually, it's
Awesome.
in the face. It's in the face.
How are you gonna do this?
So the target's already missing hit points,
Correct.
so it's 2d12.
Correct. But to my understanding, you have to look at him to be able to do that.
Okay.
So are
You
you?
don't want to look at his eyes, though, which...
No, but if
I'm
you,
right next
it's just
to
part
it,
of the thing
so I
that if you
should-
look at it, it's part of the monster meeting or something. If you look at it,
I'm right next to it, and I did look at it, didn't I? At some
you
point?
did already look at it.
So I know it. I know more or less where I'm hitting.
I could, yeah, you could probably make that argument. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'll say-
gonna hit the head, like where it's damaged, where the armor came off.
I'm gonna say. What is Toll the Dead? Anyway, is it a roll for me? Or is it a roll for you?
It says, I don't know. This is what I wrote. Target wisdom saving throw,
Okay, it's a
or
wisdom.
1d8 damage, and then, but if the target already missing hit points, then it's a 2d12.
Wisdom saving throw. Yep. Okay, so I'm the one rolling for this.
What's the save thing has to
Wisdom.
No, but I know, but like...
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency plus 10.
Okay?
So what's your wisdom modifier? Plus 3, I think.
Yeah.
And your proficiency is 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna be 16. I have to beat a
6. Yeah.
Come on, motherfucker! That is a 12. I don't
Yes!
make it. So go ahead and roll a d12.
2d12.
You're right. 2d12. Go ahead.
Jesus, I don't know which ones are the
The
d12s.
ones that look like D20s, but they're not D20s.
Yeah, the
They're
ones that are
they're
like
smaller.
incognito
Oh.
D20s.
Okay. Right.
You should pull up Guilty Gear.
9.
Guilty Gear soundtracks. Like Holy Order.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if I'm gonna post these on YouTube, I gotta use
So,
like royalty-free music or whatever.
This is royalty free music?
I don't know. Yeah. YouTube music. So what was that again? Sorry.
10 and a 9.
Yeah.
I mean, 9. I thought it was a 6 for a second.
10 plus 9. Awesome. 19
Yeah, I
damage.
was gonna say,
Good
you
shot.
would have to tell him.
All right. He is looking real rough. You can see as you launch the magic into him, he his core like lights up with energy as his flesh starts to wither away little by little. It's not. He's still maintaining his form and he's still like a large beast, but he's definitely feeling hurt. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk away at this point.
Wait. So you know,
Yeah.
they're gonna get attacked. Okay.
So I'm walking away.
If you walk away, you're gonna get attacked.
I mean, I'm already next to it.
I know.
If it attacks, it's gonna attack me anyway.
Correct.
So I don't understand.
But if you walk away now, it's immediately gonna attack you.
Yeah.
As opposed to,
As opposed to next
it-
turn.
It attacks you on its turn.
Whatever. I don't. Whatever. I'll stay there.
You can move.
You can move. It's your, you can do it.
Whatever. I'm
You can
fine.
do it.
That wall has been good to me.
Okay. Rep. Up to you. What you gonna do?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna
I think she
try
really
to
wants
stab this guy in the face again.
Okay. So you're moving up to it. You gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Please save.
No, it would not be.
That's a 6.
It would not be supervised, it would be
6 plus
No.
Constitution.
A bad
It's a
plan,
9.
or to
Okay.
say, this is a bad plan because I went through.
Is that it? You don't want to use lucky or anything?
I could use luck, that's right.
It's up to you.
I use lucky. Yeah, I can't turn to stone.
I mean, you can.
The person they were trying to get away from found out about it.
What is it?
Stopped them from
It's an 18 plus 3.
18 plus 3. Okay. Yeah, you look at this thing and you hear stone, 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 stone as it fades and fades in your mind. Okay. Go ahead and
Hell yeah.
do your attack.
I'm gonna sneak attack at advantage.
I'm gonna go see the
At
Tylenol.
advantage.
She's next to it.
Oh shit! That's
sorry.
right. I know that.
Did you hear that?
What?
I keep shocking him.
Alright, baby. Come on. Alright, so 18 plus 6.
Yep, that hits. All right.
Alrighty. Sneak attack, baby.
God damn, that's. Is it really any time you attack?
What do you mean?
You get sneak attack?
I get
Or is
sneak
it-
attack. I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right? So
Oh, an advantage gives you sneak attack.
Like, so, yeah, once you have advantage, you have sneak attack.
Okay.
Sneak attack is basically guaranteed when something's in combat.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
when somebody's in combat with it in your attack,
correct.
that's outrageous.
Gotta play them swashbucklers, bro.
I guess so.
They're good. 3. And sneak attack.
3 plus.
6, 5, 1.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 on top of that.
Man, 6 on top of that. Jesus.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, but that's not times 2. Second
Well, it
attack.
is, technically.
Are you gonna attack twice? What?
That's the rapier. So everything in this would be
It's not double.
whatever you did, whatever your poison is, whatever damage I just did with the main attack. You said that half of that I do as extra damage.
It's force damage.
That's force damage.
Fuck me. What have I done?
I don't know. What creature have you brought? Level 5 characters that has over 72 HP.
All right, go ahead. Hey, you guys are doing okay.
No, it has over like 100 because
Because you already hit.
Yeah,
right.
you
You're
did.
like-
We are currently at actually.
So how much did I do? So I just did
It had
3.
So go ahead. You have
I
one more,
hit 19
one more
plus
attack.
31.
You guys have currently done 192 and
What
a half
the
points of damage.
Wow.
They have, because I haven't done anything.
7.
I've shot arrows like for
13.
funsies.
This time it kind of bucks while you're attacking and you actually miss. All right, so it's his turn. He's
That's all I said for a lot.
Oh, baby.
so he's gonna stand up and he's gonna charge. I guess it's not every turn, but he's gonna look at Claudia. He's gonna charge and try to bite you.
Okay, it has
Wait,
shield.
what?
Oh, he's within combat range.
Is he moving?
Well, yeah, he just stood up and he's gonna bite her.
Oh, what was that like? You said charge. I was
But
like,
I-
Oh, sorry. Well, and then he's gonna like.
I have shield. I'll be fine.
we both.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
No.
No.
Nice. All right. So
Jesus.
he bites your shield and it's
That's the only thing
Alright.
good going for me.
so. It is your turn, sir.
I was looking for this baby.
I should use my shield like Captain America.
No, don't throw it.
It comes back.
There you go. That's what we need. A shield of return.
No, don't.
So you can throw it and do like.
A
I was
shield of
this
return.
close. I was this close to giving you a shield that floats,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, yeah,
technically
that's
still
pretty
gives you the AC. So you can. It always goes to where you need. It allows you to basically free up your hands, so you can grab enemies with 2 hands and do 10 damage, plus your strength. By the way, that plus 5, you should be adding it to your rolls when you attack with the hammer. It's 1d8
Uh-huh.
plus 5 or 1d10
In
plus 5.
damage?
Correct.
Oh. Well, I only
Because-
attacked with my hammer once.
I know. I'm just saying you're proficient with hammer.
So you're looking
this
at
is your strength.
you
strength
you
plus
remember
your
seeing
proficiency.
that
So you get plus 5 damage when you attack.
the spikes
So then
popped
you
up a
have to-
whole lot.
So if
Parts of
you-
its
if you
armor
swing with the
are
hammer
like
and do
missing,
that
just
spell,
straight up. You can
which is
see.
the-
Right.
It's
Okay.
not
No,
like
it's
flesh underneath, but you can see much looser.
Well, I have
much
piercing,
Minus
so-
one, you're 7-3.
Okay, so let's go for a shot towards the abdominal region,
Okay.
where one
So
of the armor pieces are missing.
okay, so
you
go
have
ahead and
level
roll
3
a
spell
Constitution
slot.
saving throw.
I have 0 level 3s.
That's
I
just.
have
Maybe you should roll.
I have
Roll.
2 level 2s and 3 level 1s.
Trust is real. Yeah, baby!
What is
I
it?
know, 17.
17 plus.
I did have passed it.
So 18.
Constitution. So stone, and You're able to shake it off as you pull back your bow and go ahead and roll your attacks.
Is this thing bloody as fuck yet or what?
It is, yeah.
Look at that.
So
See?
you remembered it, and as you look at it, you can see lots of patches of just happy areas you can shoot and get vital organs. You know that this thing is gonna be fucked up after you deal damage to it. What did you roll?
A 4.
Okay, you have 2 attacks.
So Ian,
So the first shot, you miss and you hit one of the armored patches.
Right.
She's trying to get a hug.
And a 9.
9
Or a 6
plus.
actually. A 6.
6 plus. 6 plus.
3.
Well, you hit another fucking armored patch. I'm sorry, man.
I'm having the worst fucking
Alright, so
ever, dude.
Claudia, it's your
I'm
turn.
telling you.
I have a question. 'Cause when I hit you with
At least you saved me, man.
with
knew that much.
the inflict wounds with my
Which is
war
amazing,
hammer,
because I could have turned this
I
down.
did the damage of inflict wounds,
Mhm.
but I didn't do like the +5 of using the war hammer.
Or did you roll? Did you also roll 1d8 for the warhammer
I didn't.
itself?
I didn't.
It's, I mean, things you have to
Okay.
remember.
Yeah. So
Things
that'll
you have to remember, but
be what you know for this particular.
yeah,
Okay.
we're not gonna retcon it.
Yeah. So go ahead, and what are you gonna do now?
Um,
So this thing is right in front of you. This thing is right in front of you. You can see that it is like blood is starting to spuddle out of its mouth. Between its sharp teeth.
You know,
I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the inflict wound. I'm gonna do it at a level 2.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
You get advantage on this attack. You get advantage on this attack. Well, no, he's not in range. It's not melee.
Well, what?
It's not melee. He's ranged.
Jesus. Okay.
Melee characters, right?
And-
Get advantage.
It's only whenever they're directly flanking. You get sneak attack whenever anybody's within 5 feet of them, but they get it only
Would
if
turning
you're positioned
to
directly on the
stone
other
count
side.
as charm?
Turning to stone would count as you ain't incapacitated. You ain't doing shit.
Huh?
You ain't doing shit.
No. The ability of the monster turning us to stone.
Yeah.
Would it be a charm?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's a yeah. It's something.
More of like a passive ability.
It's more. I mean, it's definitely a passive ability,
Uh-huh.
but it's definitely magical in nature, but not the charm.
Okay.
And inflict wound sword is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
It also like adds the because it's like you're making an attack with a weapon, and this is also happening.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Like, so, are you gonna? What's your story, Wishbone? What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to use my warhammer, and I'm going to hit it with inflict wounds damage, which is I'm going to cast it, so it's going to be at a level 2.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4d10 and the d8
Okay.
plus 5,
Yeah.
and the penetrate. Well, how do I use the
Penetrate
penetrate?
makes it so his AC is -2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you have to roll a 20, but you get to roll 2d20s because I'm flanking it.
You know what? You are technically not. It's gotta be here. It's exact 180.
It's actually not.
But apparently it is.
Says
Let me double check. Because I actually, like, the rules that I've always used are it has to be exactly 180.
I could have moved into its range.
No, no, I know.
Besides, like I'm just putting myself there because I'm supposed to be by its face, like stabbing it. I moved into its face range again.
I have a migraine, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Remember, it's getting late.
I never get them. It's rare.
Well, go ahead and roll first. We'll see that.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be by its face, stabbing it.
I got 13 plus
Plus
6.
5.
No, this is for to see if I hit, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's plus 6, right?
Okay.
Right? Yeah. What's the plus 5 is for damage.
No, this is to attack bonus.
Okay, so I have plus 5 and plus 6?
I don't understand how your thing works, but it says to make an
Because
attack
I'm doing
action.
a spell and I'm using the hammer at the same time.
It is just the hammer attack.
It's
So
the
it's,
hammer.
so it's
So
plus
it's
5.
plus 5. Okay.
So what is it?
So 13 plus 5. That's 23.
Her resources are.
13 plus 5? That's 18.
I mean 18. You see, I'm
No,
telling
yeah, no worries. So so this thing is gnawing at your shield after its last attack on you. You were able to successfully block it. You see these arrows coming into the sides, and you just barely are able to push it away and slam your hammer against it. Go ahead and roll damage.
What?
Roll damage.
Roll damage.
So
Oh.
now you roll the 8.
So I rolled the D8.
You roll the
Plus
8
the
and
4
your
d10s.
4 d10s.
Thank you.
2, and then you can add 2.
I have 2 more here. So
Nobody didn't say anything. Other people did shady shit.
That is a 1.
okay.
But don't worry, that's 1 plus 5.
I know I have
So let's just say 6.
6.
1 plus 5 plus the other one?
Here comes the d10s. 7, 4,
4.
and 2 more. Warning.
Okay. With this swing, I could paint me a word picture of how you defeat this monster.
Oh wow.
Tell me what it looks like.
We finally beat it! Well, no, let me correct myself. I did shit.
So okay, so
Yeah,
I'm hitting
to
it
be honest,
on
I was
my
really
head.
trying to save that last attack for you because it kind of worked out that way. But I was like, well, whatever. Sorry. Go
Doesn't
ahead.
matter.
So I know this is a rhino, and I know it doesn't look like a rhino.
Yeah, it's
It's not a rhino.
I mean,
It
it's
looks like a rhino.
Oh, no, yeah, but,
yeah.
For some reason, I keep picturing a pig.
yeah, it has that like snouty look.
Yeah. Okay, so I swing.
I'm telling you,
It's
dude.
right next to the
Jesus.
wall.
Yeah.
So when I swing and I hit it, its face just crumbles.
And it's actually next to the spiky wall.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It crumbles and then it squishes into the wall
Nice.
and it just perforates through its face and skull,
Oh,
and
man.
then it just starts kind of like the blood just starts dripping off
We're
the
just-
side,
oh,
and
man.
it's just pinned to the wall.
Awesome. Well done. Spectacular, you guys. Good job. None of you turned to stone.
At least that much we could say for myself.
Yeah. So now that now the thing is dead, well, I guess let's wrap it up real quick. What do you guys do? Who's the first
I
person
would
you
say
gonna talk to?
I would probably go up to the body,
I'm gonna fucking.
pull off a scale.
Can I get a time?
Well, it's not scale. It's just like it's almost the consistency of like fingernails, but like a foot thick.
A foot thick.
I'm sure. I wanna see if there's any loot around here.
Oh, that's another thing too. We can
Does
find
that make
loot.
gems? Can its eyes be used for anything?
I mean, not after they've been squished.
Can its venom be used for anything?
It doesn't have venom, but you do notice that there are some more sacky areas in its mouth that are drooling let's say a purplish liquid.
Oh, that might be good to pull.
Can I get my vials of the acid that
Sure,
I've used and like just use it to fill up?
Yep. So you fill up. You're able to fill up once you roll a survival check.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you should help with this.
You know what?
I said, can I help?
What's
You
your
have survival?
I do have survival.
You have survival.
Yeah.
You can help me with
You can
this
help
shit.
with this.
I can help.
Give me advantage. Actually, you should do this.
Yeah, I could do it if you want, but
How many hit points did we hit this?
A total of 221.
I got plus 5 survival.
I don't think I've ever like hurt something with this much. I've heard of we've killed like
Okay, so I'm rolling with advantage. What's
we've
this
killed
one?
like
Or you want to do this?
armies, but not
Yeah,
I'll
like
do
one
it.
particular thing.
Oh, wait.
She can't.
No, not this time. Okay.
So what happened? What was that roll?
No. She was the one who did.
I mean, that still counts.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It
It was
does
towards
not.
this thing.
It
What
was
roll
not.
was it?
Bullets have survival, yeah?
Yes, we both have survival.
So
Alright, here we
you can
go.
roll to help him and give him
Yes.
advantage.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm doing.
Go ahead and roll and be above it.
Right?
16.
Great. So now you can roll again and get above something that's like 15. What is it?
7.
7
I'm gonna
plus.
reroll that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have lucky. You haven't used a single maybe.
I'm a lucky boy again.
God, that's right.
That is a 15.
All right. You success. You get. I'll say this.
16, 17.
You fill up one pretty easily. You start filling up another one. And starts drooling on the side. You don't. You're worried that it's gonna like burn your hands. You don't know what it is. So you start like moving it around a little bit. You're able to fill up 2.5 vials.
Alright.
I wish I could take some of this rock from the wall.
Okay, can you give me a name for these things so I can write on my sheet?
Oh yeah. Let's say basilisk antidote.
Oh, okay, so times 2.
So what was this animal? A basilisk?
It was
It
basilisk.
Wow.
Yeah, it's. I should have done a little bit more research on different animals it could have been to throw you guys off the scent, and I did a shite job. So sorry.
Did you? I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Hey, that's good.
One person.
That was like.
The thing is, to me, a basilisk is a lizard.
It is a lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, like.
Or Harry Potter, it's a snake.
So funny story. They actually included that in the most recent Dungeons and Dragons handbook, where a baby basilisk is like this 8-legged thing, and then an adult, like elder basilisk, is the full snake thing. So it goes to like a metamorphosis.
Well, in real life, it's a lizard.
It's still a lizard.
Alright.
Tillian,
So
Is it reptilian?
you notice that
Yes.
it's cold venom coming out of it, or cold whatever.
Cold eyes.
What if that's why she needs
Cold
that? I
eyes.
can't be there.
I'm watching you. Alright.
So I congratulate my 2 wonderful coworkers for destroying this thing on their own.
Hey, you didn't
Well,
live in
no
a
help to.
With
Yeah,
no help whatsoever other than getting it
Luckies.
to charge at me
Yeah,
once.
the real MVP here is the boots of flying.
Right, that's true. The boots of
You're doing-
winged boots.
I know.
My ear, you are done.
At the same time, you never would have known. You couldn't have known that was going to be important. So hey, it worked out, and it still was a pain in the ass to do. I was really hoping when you guys would turn us down, there was a whole mechanic around that.
To shake out.
No, you turn us down, and then
You're fucked.
if he tries to eat you, you
I took
start
my
unturning your
books
stone. You have
away.
to fight him like being eaten.
Puts away.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So then, as we do that, we start to head out the
I want to try to grab some of the
stone. She wants some of the stone.
and I want to grab some of its scales.
Alright, so why don't you roll a let's just do another sleight of hand check.
There's no universe in which you would jeopardize the mission for going there.
Oh, the one.
Okay, so what ends up happening is that you do one of those like hammering your own thumb things. You're like and you smash your hand. Go ahead and take a D8 of damage. 2D8 actually. No, 2D4.
You want me to roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, look, I'll give you a D4. Enjoy
And
it.
he's like, I am merciful God.
And, took an hour away.
She got a natural
A
1.
2.
And then another one because it's 2D4.
Maybe I can.
And another one.
2.
Yay, 4. Awesome.
You're good. Totally fine.
Actually, I guess 1D8 is on average is higher than
Don't want to do that either.
than 2D4 or whatever. Just
You know what they say? A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to take some scales. So.
Alright. Whatever. Yeah, you get some. It's not scales. It's like thick hide. So it's basically like you're skinning it. Basically. We'll say you borrow one of these guys' well, not a rapier. It's like pointy.
I have a short sword.
There you go.
I
You borrow one of his swords.
have an axe.
Oh yeah. Okay. You use an axe. Well, it's not really sharp, but whatever. You use something to
Gweedo's
get the thing off.
I have the jeweler tools.
And yeah, so it's late, so we'll just quick.
You take your glasses off,
You guys
just to
did it!
get into it, right?
Great job! You solved my basilisk with a covered eyes puzzle.
Alright, cool.
Oh,
Good job.
yay. This is fun.
Yeah, so-
Shielded eyes. Interesting.
Shielded eyes. Watch.
They cannot watch you.
Where's our money?
Hey, thanks for listening all the way to the end. So this is basically the end of the one shot. After this point are a couple like post notes. The players and I were discussing the difficulty of the encounter, so you can get their direct opinion on the whole session there. I like having those conversations because I like to hear exactly how they feel, and then from there I can decide whether or not the decisions that I made were justified or not, and if I should change them in the future. So yeah, and enjoy if you want to listen to that. And then obviously the corrections will be in the post notes. So
I want to go back to the bar. This
I'm right.
this guy's naked. Yo, I'm gonna stick him if you don't fucking double this shit. I'm gonna go right in there. I'm gonna fly into his face.
What was his hit points?
Like,
300?
No, his hit points were 100, but you guys kept consistently hitting over over his AC. So I just miscalculated on what the AC should have been. It should have been like 30. It was like 25 to
No,
start.
it shouldn't have.
Yeah, because the point is that it's easy to kill once you solve
Dude,
the puzzle.
I
would have
Right?
never
You
been
understand that we
able
had
to hit
3
it.
crits. You understand that I rolled crit as a crit.
I
and she
know.
rolled
That's the only reason.
Yeah,
that
and
you did
I
it.
hit a crit too.
No.
Which is
This guy-
what probably threw me off when you were like,
This
no.
guy was busted ass for a level. I
Yeah.
think.
No.
Yeah.
What's his challenge rating?
The reason what?
5?
No,
What's his challenge
I
rating?
pulled this out of my ass.
Dude, if I roll,
So, look,
I rolled
it-
a 20.
it had-
I could only hit. I could only the max I could do
Holy
is
shit,
26.
dude.
So here's where it fell apart. First off, you guys were really close together, so you both took the damage. Realistically, I probably should have just given you like one of you guys take the damage and that's it. Whatever. So that was my bad. Sorry. Second off, you guys kept hitting natural 20s, which landed above the AC, and that did all the massive damage. So I didn't want you guys to kill it before actually going through the mechanics and stuff. So I kind of let it drag on a little bit. But I think it worked out pacing wise, decently. I think it took a little bit too long to do the mechanic thing, and I should have maybe fed you that a little bit more easily. You bumped into it a little bit, like you bumped into a rock a little bit sooner on the way in.
I was thinking about just dropping those things onto it.
Yeah, and I didn't want to like point you in that direction, so I was trying to like, there aren't very many. You don't see very many.
I know.
They're not very.
I can read the DM's minds.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
but really, realistically,
I'm metagaming the fuck out of the DM.
if I kept rolling 20,
I was like, are you sure? The DM asked me, like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm not sure. No. Not anymore.
And to be perfectly
Not
honest,
anymore, actually.
that's why I'm telling you this. That's why I was saying, you accidentally bumped into it. Because I didn't want. Yeah.
And runs the risk of being decapitated.
okay, but you can't give something an AC of 30 when like the max you can roll is a 20,
Honestly,
and then you
Like
add.
Cardi said, right?
I only had +6, right?
Yeah, but again, think about it. That's the point. I didn't want you to be able to do damage charges to it. I want you to have to lead it to one of these things because it was charging. It was using the whole echolocation thing. If it's far enough away, it takes up 2 turns.
Can
So
we
you have a
take, can we
chance
take
to
some
move.
basilisk teeth?
So it's not always just straight up attacking.
Yeah, those make good.
The last one I did
weapons.
was the boss actually didn't take any damage at all until the players realized that you had to do the damage in a specific way. Where it had like
But he was already
20
so again, it's the other
like
way
anybody
around.
could
He was
sneeze
already
on it.
out.
So essentially, we could have just.
But they didn't figure that out until
We
long
could have
after
coerced
they
him.
had already just wailed at him.
We could have coerced him to just keep hitting the wall and he would have killed himself.
Yeah.
Yes. And
That was the other plan.
I mean,
was
I
like,
kept hitting it with a wall.
You did keep hitting it with the wall. You did.
Why?
And realistically,
I was trying to get one for myself, but I couldn't.
yeah, and that's the thing. I wanted to kind of encourage you guys. Hey, you're clearly not attacking it. Or like you're clearly not hitting it. Maybe you can use something around that could do
Right.
damage.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, and realistically, I should have fed you that a little bit sooner with like, one of you guys bumped into it or bumped into the shards and it scuffed you and went straight through your metal armor or something like that. But next time I'll try it out with it. But thank you for
make some
playing.
basilisk teeth.
You got it.
Some quads.
Yeah, go ahead and mark that down.
Alright, we'll do.
Are we gonna go back to the bar or wherever we're
You know what?
Okay, so first and foremost,
Let's say we did, and you guys got your pendant money.
Oh,
You got 1,000.
I'm hitting him for double.
Yeah, fine. You get 1,000.
Look at me! Look, this was a basilisk.
Got it? Yeah.
That's what killed us all.
Your falls off, but your hands are fine.
Basilisk also has like 70 HP.
Lose a fucking hand.
I know. Dude, my big thing was like, I'm like, dude, this is way too strong. Like, I'm just thinking in my head, like, what the fuck do you rock?
Yeah, I'll try to work out a better way to feed you that info.
Those challenge ratings that they have in the book,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
useful.
they're
They're useful
for a
for
reason.
level 4 up to 4
Yeah, but
players.
you guys know.
If you're past 4 players, you can play around a little bit more. And you have to use GM discretion because
You know what?
you'll see what will happen.
Even better yet.
Really?
You guys are fine?
Yeah, I've
No
got
one
crazy
died.
info, I know what you think.
Not a single person went under 100.
David got.
David almost did, but he didn't actually go under 0 hit points. He didn't even go under like 10 hit points.
Somebody
What
gets
the-
So actually, this
You guys
calculated I actually have
49.
49. So I only got to 21.
I want to go back to the brothel.
I have 48.
After collecting the money and show off.
See, you guys, I was
gonna
gonna do
go
a hard one.
Okay.
Not,
So one
I was gonna
area,
do a harder one.
When I did one of the trades,
Not like not health wise or
Yeah,
food wise,
yeah.
mechanic wise, where you couldn't do damage to it and all that.
So what
It's
did
the
you
navigation
think,
through
Katie?
that.
Boring? I agree.
It's boring because she's not playing.
Gotta mix it up a
I
little
know.
bit.
No, not even that. I mean,
Look, man, I knew
there's
that we were
certain
in for
points
some
where it does
shit.
get interesting.
When you're giving us these
But I
weapons
mean,
and
I
shit, I'm
guess
like,
since I'm
if
that.
it's plus
It's only
they're
really
gonna-
fun if you're
No,
like,
I mean,
playing.
but again,
God.
it is a D10, so
Oh
it's good.
God.
It's good for like nothing but.
Because like you start thinking of ways to get
Yeah,
around.
you just take attack for a month.
I didn't even
Depending on
fucking
what-
use that.
Which is why I kept trying to ricochet shit. I'm just an asshole. What are they?
Again, I should have done.
Nice.
Again, I should have done a 30 AC. Would have made more sense.
Yeah.
cry.
I mean, I kind of going in, like I kind of figured this thing was like almost impenetrable, so that's why I asked for the acid.
The other problem that I
And that's good. That's the thing. And it actually did lower it by. It ended up lowering it by 1 AC because you guys were still consistently going above.
Yeah, and then I was. That's why I asked for the piercing spell
But that was
too.
really unique. That was really good. I didn't even consider that. So
The acid. Well, I usually when I play my sorcerer, and there's something that's hard like that, like I have chromatic orb acid and throw it at things.
Of what everybody else is.
So that's why I was like, I need acid.